They were all just there to see each other, to enjoy the music, and that was it. And that's what made it great. I loved that. I loved being able to go in a record shop and sit with the next DJ and just hand you a handful of records and you just play. Something amazing about that. But if you want to go into how I got into DJing and all that sort of stuff, then that is a bloody long story. Yeah, I just got into DJing by accident.
Jungle and hardcore, they were my ins to the clubbing world.
I mean, I can't remember every booking. You remember every booking you've had?
No.
You probably can.
You can. yours are only Malia. That's it. Just Malia. Is there any artists you've booked who were absolute penises and you'd never book them again?
You've got to bring it close to my lips, yeah. It's got to be big.
Don't get me wrong, there was in there in the leather pants with her arse cut out and everything dancing around, but that didn't bother me. None of my friends would come to Tin Tins because of Winston Green. They all thought I was gay for 3 years. No, I played with Boy George.
Mickey thinks Boy George is shit.
Boy George, do you know I told him I fancied him once? I don't even eat the meat.
Did you get tongue punched?
Mate, well,
Did you play the trumpet?
listen to this. No, honestly.
My skin turned cold.
Well, you got four because I used to have the dark room, and I know you know what that is.
Wayne's definitely been in there. 100%.
You've got to say I've got a dark room.
100% been in there.
Because my favourite room was the
Felt
back
his
room
way
with
around.
that little box.
Yeah, just literally like milking a cow.
Want to go down this road, yeah? I see how it fucking
Oh,
is.
carry on with you.
I'm sick to fucking death of coming out playing down Digbeth and fucking seeing Chad's flies on my windscreen. Before we start today's show, I'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Asset Insights. Please go give them a follow and check them out. The links are in the description below. Hello and welcome to the Ranting and Raving podcast with myself, Wayne Scott Fox.
Not the main host.
Fucking listen, let me finish. He's just giving away. We've got somebody on, isn't he?
Don't start. Don't start.
With myself, Wayne Scott Fox, who's joint host of the show. And of course, we've got Mr. Bass Dominators himself, Mickey Williams, over there.
Don't forget to mention Riggsy. He's Bass Dominators.
We've got one half of the fucking Bass Dominators over there.
You've got a bass dominator.
I am the dominator.
One of the dominators.
I'm the one and only Bass Dominator.
He's going to have a jingle for that.
Mickey, do you want to introduce our guest today?
I can introduce him if you want me to.
Well, I'll just fucking ask you. Go on.
One of you needs to.
I don't have to. I can just sit here and fucking allow you to do it.
Well, that's what you normally fucking do.
Do you want to do it? I can do it.
No, go on. I'll
Right.
introduce Dave.
Our guest today has been knocking around on the Birmingham club scene for as long as Stonehenge has been around.
I've seen that get built.
Yeah, you were there for the
Play the
foundations, weren't you?
opening.
Well, Chad Lewis on the show today. Chad, how are you,
doing?
mate?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
No problem.
Thanks for turning up.
Oh, no, that's all right. This is rare. It's rare. I don't normally turn up to my gigs.
Sunday morning as well, isn't it? I
It's
don't
quite
normally
funny
go.
because Dave said like he never turned up to one of your gigs back in the day.
Yes, I've
Midnight.
seen that, and I don't remember it. And he said I fell out with him, but I don't ever remember him not turning up to the gig. You know what that was? What that gig was?
No, I think Alex fell out with him. That's what he meant.
Oh,
No, he said Chad.
No, he said I fell out with him.
No, he said you booked him.
No, Chad
Alex's
fell out.
night,
no,
but
Chad fell out with him and didn't book him again.
I'm sure
okay,
he said that.
I'm
Bearing in mind,
sure
I've
he
booked
said
him about
Alex.
100 times.
Yeah.
I think that was for Sunday service at Deviate because that was Sunday night,
yeah.
and that was absolute. Did you ever play?
You don't book me.
No.
Yeah, that's the same as
I didn't
quite
think you play that anymore.
same as quite a lot of promoters though. That is
Playing
Wayne.
next week. Oh, how many bookings have you had?
I don't want him.
Where have
anymore.
you played
I don't
in
want
the
him
fucking
anymore.
world
I don't
apart
want
from
him anymore.
fucking Telford?
Telford. I've never played in Telford.
Yeah. You never
played
played in
in
Telford.
Ibiza.
Yeah, you've been born, has he?
What a crowd.
Played in Lublin in Poland.
If
Played in
everyone from
Ibiza.
Telford came out for a night, it still wouldn't be full.
Yeah. Unless they've got a 300 capacity
And I
room.
say that because I've got all my family live in Telford. They all fucked off to Telford thinking they were clever, getting
Yeah.
away from us. Yeah. They never come back, but I know they hate it.
Shit over there.
It's a shit.
Anyway, that's
Anyway.
Stop abusing
we're
Telford,
digressing.
man.
No, look, for anyone listening that lives in Telford, it is a nice place.
no, it's not.
Parts of it are.
It's not.
Parts of it are.
Where?
Inside the mall, some of the shops are decent.
Oaken Gates is lovely. Get yourself over there.
Mallingsley. I remember Mallingsley. I'm sure my cousin lives in Mallingsley. Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway,
pleasure to have you on, Chad.
Thank you.
right, for anyone that don't know you, Just give us a little bit of a background on Chad.
Hang on, before you give your fucking background.
Why? What's wrong with that?
What do you mean by background? Is it
Oh, no,
now?
where-
or-
Now, hang on a minute, because how far are we going back?
No. We want to
Just a
just
little-
now,
just a little,
like, give an outline of who you are now.
No,
How
Well, I'm
people-
still
I wanna
the
go
same
back to-
person.
No, but you've just said, how the fuck's that going to work? For those who don't know yet, let's talk about the beginning.
Yeah.
No, so he should start with, well, I'm Chad, and this is why I'm known, or whatever else, and then it started by.
Go on then.
Okay, well, yeah.
Which is
That makes sense, doesn't it?
Which is exactly the same question I was
No,
going
it's
to ask.
fucking not. You
Tell us who
wanted-
you are, where you grew
So-
up, and how did you get into the music
Chad
scene?
Lewis, yeah. So I'm still the same
It's the
person as I
same
was back
bastard
then.
thing.
I'm still the same guy. I got into, you on about DJing, when I got into DJing?
So what he's saying is, for those who don't know you,
Yeah.
just explain.
So
who
for
you
anyone that doesn't know me, I'm a DJ started back in the 90s, and I'm still knocking about. I guess that's the best way of putting it, isn't it?
I think so.
are. Fucking short and brief.
No. But if you want to go into how I got into DJing and all that sort of stuff, then that is a bloody long story.
Yeah.
That's why you're here.
That's
Is that
the
what you
next,
want? Right, okay.
that's the next
But the
question.
thing is, like a lot of our viewers are from the Midlands, right?
Yeah.
A lot of our viewers are clubbers, DJs, and they're gonna know who you are. But
Yeah.
because of my audience is
Yeah.
a bit more national, we kind of just get to give a feel. So it's not like we're saying, "Oh, no one knows who Chad is."
No, 100%.
We
I
just
get
want
that.
you to reach
No, I
out to
get
the
it.
broader.
Do you know, it's a really weird one because when it's so mad when someone says, explain who you are. It's such a weird thing to say. You feel like you're at AA meeting.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? My name's Chad Lewis.
I'm Chad
yeah,
and I
my
play
name-
records.
My name's Chad. And I'm still knocking about playing records. It's a weird feeling, isn't it? It's a strange one. But so how do I get into DJing?
No, but well, to me, right? So you've just gone from I'm Chad and I'm a DJ and stuff. I know you more as Chad as putting on very successful nights and stuff, promoting
Yeah.
more than
That's
I'm not.
weird,
I'm not
no,
disrespecting
no,
your,
no, no,
your
yeah,
DJ
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
but Chad's got this night and Chad's got that. You know, Chad.
Yes, yeah.
You know, you're quite relevant in Birmingham. That's what I'm saying. It's not like let's dismiss Chad as a DJ.
Yeah.
But everyone knows fucking Chad Lewis and
Do you
Chad
know-
Lewis's nights.
Do you know why that is?
Because you're good at it.
Well, no, but, I appreciate that. But thank you. But what it is as well,
True, isn't it? We're wrong.
when I was DJing,
Still doing
when
it 30 years
when
later,
I
you
was
are.
playing out a lot more than I am now, and that's by choice, a lot of it as well. Because as I've got older, I don't want to be in the clubs every
Late at
single
night.
weekend, mate. No, I don't. I stopped drinking a good while back. You know, I don't do anything. I'm teetotal, so sometimes walking into a club full of nut jobs, records, which is what walking into a wasp nest. Like when you stone cold sober, you've been watching telly half hour before you leave. You know, it's like you get half hour before you're watching telly, you're watching something normal on the telly. The next thing you know, you're in this club. They're all
Yeah.
and you've got to go in there and you've got to get in that zone and you've got to. I don't want to do that every weekend. I love to DJ. I love my music, but I don't want to be in the clubs every week.
It's the environment, isn't it?
So yeah,
The environment's changed though. From let's look how different. I mean, we talk about this all the time. How different it actually is now to when we go back to where you started and stuff to how it is now. So when you're saying you don't want to go in that environment, one, you're watching Emmerdale, and then you get like still play Bush. So I'm in bed by 9.
yeah.
Right, up at 1.
When I used to play Bush, I was getting there at 9 a.m. Like literally last set.
Yeah.
The last set
For
was
Danny.
the last set was 5:30 till
Yeah.
7
Yeah.
a.m. Sometimes I would get out of bed to go there, or if I'd done another set, I would go straight.
Yeah.
If I had the one set, I would just get out. I'd go to bed. I'd have a good night's sleep.
Still do it now.
I'd get up and go and do the last set at Bush. I'd come out, the birds would be singing. Or sometimes I'd get there, I'd been to sleep, and I'd start drinking at 5 a.m. And then
It's
I'm
close
out
to terrace
all
now.
day Sunday.
You don't play the terrace no more.
No.
Bullshit.
They wouldn't. Well, I'll tell you a story. Wayne H?
Yeah.
Wayne H booked me for Bush about 2 years ago. Not played previously for years and years because Danny and
yeah.
Barney had it.
Yep.
They obviously stopped the night. Some whatever happened there, so that all folded.
If was incredible.
Yeah, brilliant. Oh mate, absolutely brilliant. I used to love it because it was just like the place to end up. Everyone
It's
ended
great,
up,
wasn't it?
and
Everybody was
no matter
there.
where you were playing,
All the venues
Yeah.
were shutting and they were bringing all the
all
staff.
the staff,
Yeah.
everything. It was like a staff Christmas do every week. All of everyone knew each other, so it
Yeah.
was brilliant. So when that stops, I hadn't played at Bush in a long time. I got a call off Wayne. He said, "Can you come and play Bush?" I was like, "Yeah." Put me on the flyer, put it out. I'm promoting it. Next thing I get a call. He went, "Got to cancel you." I said, "Why?" He said, the gaffers don't like you." I said, "What?"
What?
I said, "Why?" He said, "Apparently you're a troublemaker and you've been causing fights in Bushwhackers when Danny and Barney had it." I said,
What?
"Mate," I said, "I've never had a fight in Bushwhackers." I said, "You're about my brother." He said, no, you. Apparently you caused a massive fight in Bushwhack. I was like, fucking never. I was trying to think back to what it was, and I remember something had gone off in there with my brother and a few other people, as it did sometimes.
That's not you.
Well, I was just there, wasn't I? I was there was about 20 of us, and I was there. So apparently the manager's junior had come over, and I don't know, my name had got thrown into the mix, so I got cancelled. So
Yeah, because Junior's still there now, isn't he?
Junior's still there, Junior's sound. But I mean, I can honestly say I've never actually met the managers at Bush. I know they're there, but I never met them. He's like that bloke in the Vos behind the curtain. You know they're there, but you never meet them. I only ever met the promoter or Danny or Barney. I never met them. But they obviously formed an opinion of me for some reason. So, yeah, I got cancelled from that one.
Isn't it crazy how people can form the wrong opinions by not knowing the truth?
Yeah.
But anyway, let's go back to
DJing.
Chaddy's.
When did you start?
In a nutshell, Chaddy isn't just a DJ. He's a very, very, very successful promoter. And as I said, a lot of people in the Midlands and Birmingham scene will know Chad because of that as well as his DJing.
Yeah.
So now let's go back to how it all began, how you got the feel, what was your first music. We'll build that story up.
Okay. So I started DJing when I was 15.
Okay.
Well, so talking like when what happened is, by accident actually, I just got into DJing by accident. It all came by accident. I was a bit of a nut job when I was young. I grew up in a really posh part of Birmingham called Vincent Green. Really nice, affluent area.
Is that where you're from, Windsor Green?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Born and bred, mate, yeah. Not the jail. Hey, actually,
not the jail, just next to it.
Quickly before we move on, this is my early teens. I'm in a pub in town. We'd all gone out for a drink. Met two birds, talking to them. Like me and my friend, I've gone to the toilet. Shit. We was getting there. I went to the toilet. This girl had said to him, "Where are you from?" And he said, "Oh, Chad's from Winston Green." Come back, they're gone.
Gone.
Apparently, they told him this, and after we found out that he thought they meant the prison. I'd come out of prison.
He's on release.
I was on release, yeah. Literally just come out of Winston Green. So I'm like, okay. So yeah, Winston Green. So 15, got my first set of decks. I'd been to court for the.
What decks did you get?
Oh, well, they were just awful. Like, you know, when you get
Your standard first ever.
Teutonic belt drive.
Worse than that. So you know when you get a cheap stacks out of the K's catalogue, not the stack, but it's like a all-in-one.
Yeah.
You get the record player.
Yeah.
Look, they make it look like a stack, but then when it comes, it's the all-in-one. And just got the record player
Separate
on the top. Really cheap. My mate Justin had two of them. They weren't belt driven. They were just they're belt driven. Yeah, the old ones. Yeah. And a camera mixer. So you know the old-fashioned. I swear the camera mixer was bigger than this room. It was huge. My arms were like that. The actual stem, everything was huge on it. And I can't remember the price he was selling it, but he had brought it just in for some reason. I'd got into Jungle when Jungle all came about and the D&B and all that sort of stuff. It wasn't for him. His mum was going mad about the sound and whatnot. I'd been to court. I was in and out of court all the time for doing stupid things when I was young.
Yeah.
Got into a bit of a crappy situation. And this is the God's honest truth. On the day, I went to court, 80-odd charges. For robbing cars and doing stuff and violence and all that sort of stuff. It was Winston Green. It was just you kind of a product of your environment, which is all wrapped up in it. It was survival. We were just kids. And the judge just said to me, he said, "Right, if you come up before us again for anything like this, you're going down." My brother had already been to prison. My dad had been to prison. Everyone had been to prison in my family. So I thought at that point, right, something's got to stop. This is it. I can't
break the cycle.
Anymore. Yeah, I'm not going to jail. I'm just not doing it. On that day, I had a little bit of money put by in my room that I used to hide in my little bicycle helmet thing. I didn't have a bike. I just had an helmet. Found it on the skip. Just give it a little wipe. Put it in my look nice in the room. I had a little bit of money. I can't remember what it was. I think it was about 150 quid. Something crazy. I got back, gone in my house. This was the same day as I'd been to court. This was the same day as I said, if you're coming up again, if you come up before us again, you're buggered. Justin, my mate, knocked my door. He said, "You remember you said you like them decks?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Do you want to buy them?" I said, "How much?" He said, 150 quid. The exact amount that I had in that helmet. The exact amount.
Yeah.
That's fate. I said, "You know what? Just take the money. I'll have them." I said, "Will it keep me out of jail?" He said, "We get 23 jungle records of them." I got like 20 jungle records and these two decks. Didn't know how to work them. A camera mixer, which I looked at it. I was like, it sat there for about a week because he promised me he'd come and show me how to use it. He never did. Once the money ran out, he'd come back. Yes, I'm sat there. I turned them on. I'm putting the records. I didn't know what I was doing. So they sat there for a little bit. I was messing with them. I was literally playing a record. Just like how you do, just flicking them across like that, doing that. And then at the same time, so I did that for about a year. I was really messing with these decks. They were useless. I mean, you couldn't pitch 2 tracks together. They were just buggered. At the same time, my brother's older than me, so my brother was like, he's 56. So he was already on the rave scene, like the late 80s, early 90s rave scene.
Oh, the
so like
proper rave scene.
like the proper rave scene. Look, I just missed that. Do you remember Hitman on the telly? Do you remember Hitman?
I'm not as old as you.
You're not that far off.
I'm fucking far enough.
What is it, 4 years?
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 years. Okay, I'll give you that one. So I used to watch the rave things.
In the 80s, I was in primary school.
There was a program called Hitman and It had Pete Waterman on and what's Michaela Strachan. You must remember that. Where they used to
I
go
remember
around to the
Michaela
clubs.
Strachan. She's probably one of my first wanks.
Was she? Yeah, what she was in
I'd
that.
say so.
See, did you wank over while she was holding one of the animals on the pet shows?
Probably.
Remember that? So they did this program called Hitman and they used to go around the rave clubs every week and they'd review a rave club. And that was mine. I used to watch that. I used to think, God, what's that?
Isn't that similar to what I said I used to watch?
Club of Vision was
Club of
what I
Vision.
used to
This was like the
Before
original.
that?
This was the original Club of Vision.
Okay.
That's what it was like. Then the one, it's about 4 a.m. My brother's coming off his head. Now, I know we don't like to talk about all that stuff because Mick's all the time, but my brother's coming off his head. And I looked at him, I was like, he don't look right. So I didn't know what off your head was. I didn't know, I didn't know anything about it. It's like, oh yeah, you're right, bro, coming on. I did naff all in one suit. Naff all dancing around the living room. I was like, what are you doing? He's going, what are you doing? I'm like, he's saying, this is where I've just been, like what was on the telly. I'm like, okay, give me a tape. He's going, yeah, I've just bought a tape, and it was a tape from one of these raves. Can't remember which one it was. Put it in my Walkman. I loved it. Listened to it non-stop. But it wasn't the, the old school rave, the sort of breakbeaty kind of. Yeah. It was more when it was going into the house.
Yeah.
So like right before your eyes and all that sort of stuff, the proper late rave, early house stuff when it all sort of merged and crossed over. And I loved it. I fell in love with it. And that's what I started pursuing and trying to get that music. And once I think I played the Jungle records that he gave me with the decks a couple of times just whilst I was getting used to it.
Yeah.
And they just sat there after that. One of them was Wicked. Remember that? Wicked.
Jungle is my thing.
Jungle and hardcore.
What is that? She used to come up the stairs. She fucking hated that
Jungle
song.
and hardcore, they were my ins to the clubbing world.
Yeah.
I think it was for quite a lot of people as well, weren't it?
Yeah.
Right, sorry to briefly interrupt the show, but I want to tell you about our Patreon. You can join us on patreon.com/the Ranting and Raving pod. Tiers start from as little as £3, where you'll get access to all of our Patreon shows which aren't public, the complete back catalogue. You'll get a load of DJ mixes and you get early access to the public shows as well. As I said, tiers start from £3 and any support we can get from you lot to keep the lights on here would be greatly appreciated. Now enjoy the rest of the show.
So I never really played them. Once I found something that I loved the music. So at that point when I got them decks, it was more of just, it was something for me to hold on to get into. I didn't know where I would DJ. I didn't know what a DJ was. I didn't know any clubs. I just thought if I could do this, I'd know DJs because they have good money. That would keep me out of jail.
Ooh, that's a fucking lie.
Do you know what I mean? No.
You never used to be. You never used to be.
I knew nothing about it. If I
money.
don't know, I'd have thought, I'm not paying for them decks. It's going to take me years to get money back. So got into that. Love the music. My brother took me to Tin Tins.
Tin Tins?
Tin Tins, yeah. Took me to Tin Tins. Give me something that he shouldn't.
Why does that not fucking surprise me?
Yeah, give me something that he shouldn't have given me, and I had the best night of my life for some reason.
No one really knows.
Music was
we all
good.
seem to have had the best night of our
Yeah,
lives.
the best
didn't we?
night of our lives, yeah. And I never looked back. I went there religiously every week, just as a clubber, because you got to remember, most DJs, certainly for me anyway, I'm a music lover first.
Yeah,
I think that's how it is. I don't know how you become a DJ before a music lover. I speak to people, I'm a DJ, I've never been to a club. I'm like, you've always been a DJ. So what, you've never been to a club? No, I've only ever gone to a club. I'm like, how does that one work then? Because how did you know that you loved the music?
Yeah.
How did you want to be a DJ? For me, I suppose everyone's got their own story, but for me, DJing was about being able to play the music that I loved and actually play almost like a feeling of pride. Think like I can play you this music that I love, and hopefully you'll love it as well, and we can
love it together.
That's the thing, though, isn't it? We can all sort of create this feeling, the same as with the events.
Yeah,
that's what it was all about. It was never I'm putting, because I've got a lot of promoters now. I'm a promoter for the clout or whatever. For me, it was about bringing people together. Maybe with the legacy gigs, people that don't necessarily come out anymore. You are that person that might link a lot of different people, and without you, they might not all come out.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? So that was what it was about for me. So it was always about togetherness and just just the love of music. That's what got me into it.
Because you find that in events, and you kind of get like same faces.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like building your own community.
Yeah, of course.
And they'll follow to different events. But like you said, and as time moves on, you adapt your event for the newer crowd.
Yeah.
You lose that older crowd, so then you need to do nostalgia stuff to bring them back and let them have a one-off night.
Yeah.
Which is great.
It's good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, at the minute, there's more nostalgia nights than there is new ones.
It's not a bad thing though, because some of the new ones are not very well.
I think it's because of the music.
But I think
It's not very well done. The new ones ain't.
What it puts into question is the music. You think if music was that great and the up-to-date scene was that great, we wouldn't need to keep stepping back in time, would we?
No.
And we're doing that because there's an urge to.
But
to
I do
recreate
also
something that was good.
I do also think that promoters let themselves down a little bit because it's almost like they're scared of new music,
I agree.
and I find it a bit. Can you come and play it this night? But can you play old school stuff? It's like, why would I want to play old school stuff when I've played it 300 times?
Yeah.
I want to play. I've got 10 new bombs in my bag that I've collected over the last 6 months. Let me play them.
This is the tricky one, isn't it? For me, because of my heritage, because of where I'm from, that's what I'm comfortable doing. It would be no good me. I like the older stuff. That's my era. That's what I love. And if I can play new stuff that's sort of influenced by that, I love all that. But I love that old kind of sound.
Don't get me wrong. I love a nostalgic night where it's like, I mean, I went to Sunday Central New Year's Day, and I loved it.
Yeah.
But what I also liked was they were dropping old bits
And
new bits in with
He
it as
also
well.
liked he was back home for Match of the Day.
I was going to ask, was you dropping any bits?
I didn't. I got there at 6 o'clock and I was gone by 9:30.
Oh, man, that was scary.
Fucking brilliant.
Okay, so you've got these decks, you've got this, you get into music. How did you then think I'm going to get into DJing from this?
So I got into the music. I thought, right, okay, so I know the music.
Push go.
I know the music that I now love, that I would love, that I can use these. I can try to, at least, even just for me. I mean, it didn't happen for a long time. I was bedroom DJ for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Like literally just practicing, loving the music. Not even practicing to get into a club. For the
yourself,
for the
innit?
majority.
Yeah.
It was just,
We all
I just
done that.
loved it. I locked myself in my room. Like, mum would literally just knock the door, give me my dinner. I would open the door jar, take my dinner, shut the door. I was like an hamster in a cage. She'd just put the water
Winston
through.
Green style.
Yeah, I was just in there. That was it. I had my old Jamo monitor. Do you remember them? The old
yeah.
monitor. Do you
Jamo,
remember? I just had the one though. You know, I was jealous now. People say, "Do you remember the two?" I'm like,
I only had one.
50 quid. That was like, I only have the one. So yes, I just literally locked myself in my room and learned how to DJ. To a certain extent, I thought I was pretty good. And what I would do, I'd go out with my mate Jimmy, who's the only one that drove, and I'd do a mixtape. I'd have all my records. I probably had about 50 records. You know how expensive records were? I had no money. I'd stopped earning, so I had no money coming in, apart from the job seekers allowance. So I didn't have a lot of money. I got to spend every penny I had on records, which was not a lot. So I might get 2 new records a week, 3 new records a week. So I'd do another mixtape, be exactly the same, but with 2 new records in. So then my mate Jim would go, "What's this one, Chad? Another new one, Chad. Is it a new one or is it the same one with the 2 new records?" I'm like, "Well, yeah, but listen, because I've mixed them around." So I'm getting guessing.
Different order.
And sometimes we go along and go, "No, Robbie Ness coming in there." Dreamer. Like, he'd literally tell me what was going in before it came. And I thought it was great, but it was, looking back, it was quite clangy and quite, but what you hear in your head when you're doing it, the enjoyment, it doesn't necessarily need to come across on the. It's just that you're enjoying it.
You're
sort
enjoying
of thing.
it, yeah.
They're not listening to it from the same perspective. They're just listening, going,
Yeah.
That's what it was. So at the same time, I started going to Tin Tins, listen to Andy Farley, your Simon Bakers, all these people. That Aaron Mann, I used to love Aaron Mann because he was different. He played a different set, and I absolutely loved it. Couldn't get enough of it. I'd go up to them, train spot, and I'd be like, "What's that?" Piss off. And like, none of them were having any. They wouldn't show me, people like back in the day. You try and look at the records, like, they like scribble.
I'll do that now, but you're on the MP3s.
Yeah. How do you change the coding?
Change the names.
Yeah.
There's people like that. Like,
People
fuck
do.
off.
Yeah, fuck.
Get your own set.
Well, this is the problem, isn't it? And we'll get onto that a little bit later, like with how things are with with music and that, and trying to have your own sound and trying to keep your own sound. But for me, I wasn't trying to copy anyone. I was just like, this is the music that I want to play, but I can't get it anywhere. It's not in HMV.
Yeah.
It's not in Swordfish in town. At that point, the only decent record shop, it was before Tempest, was Global Grooves.
Okay.
Global Grooves. So I'd go in there. It was very housey because it was Matt Booker and them lots and Andy Ward, and it was all very sort of US house, and they were bringing all the imports through. So I was loving it, don't get me wrong, but it still wasn't this sound from Tin Tins, this underground sort of, would you call it sort of gay house, like handbag, hardbag, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
It just had this sound that was nowhere.
Raw.
A lot of it was like London stuff, and you just couldn't get it. So that's why I was asking him, I need to get this music. And eventually I befriended James Dean. He was one of the residents. He was the only guy that was willing to sort of, help me a little bit and tell me where to go and tell me a few names.
Did you find a lot of people push back on helping you?
Yeah.
It's shit.
A lot. That's why I always try and help people.
Yeah.
It happened to me a lot. Nobody was interested. And it wasn't even the case I was saying, can I have a set at your club? Can you do something for me that's going to detriment you in some way? I just needed some help into where to find the music. I knew what I loved, couldn't get hold of it. I didn't know anyone in the club scene. My brother took me there, then left me. I would go on my own. None of my friends would come to Tin Tins because of Winston Green. They all thought I was gay for 3 years. So they were going, where are you going? I'm like, Tin Tins. They're like, it's a gay club, a man club. And I was like,
Have you ever been? No.
I said, no. I said, what's wrong with you? I said, I don't
man.
care what you think of me. You can think I'm gay all you want. I'm not bothered. I said, I'd rather go there than be with you. Like, I'm not going up fucking Central Park uptown and dancing to that shite. I want to go and don't knock it till you tried it.
Yeah.
Come along and have a listen. Don't get me wrong. There was in there in the leather pants with her arse cut out and everything, dancing around. But that didn't bother me.
Yeah.
I didn't care. I was just there for the music. I loved the atmosphere. And you could not get that anywhere. You couldn't get it anywhere. And I fell in love with that.
This is the thing that you weren't asking. You weren't asking for help. You were asking for guidance.
Guidance.
And how's that dismissed? I think that's wrong.
But I'll tell you what, Wayne, I remember no one was willing to help me. I remember James Dean. Not that they was being horrible about it. They all had their
Protective
own
of their own set, weren't they?
and they were all they were on their own. You got to remember in life, it would be quite easy for me to say, he's a wrong and he wouldn't help me. But they've got their own agenda. They're not necessarily looking at me as they're trying to hurt me or hold me back. They're just on their own
Protecting
journey.
themselves.
So they're just doing their thing. And I get
Yeah.
it a little bit because later on you realise things and But that was why I always wanted to help people. When I actually got a foot in and I did, get there, I always vowed to myself that I would help anyone that I could. I would give people sets that wasn't getting sets. I've had that many people come to me. When I heard Davey say about the first set, I thought that's nice because that means everything to me.
Yeah.
Because
Praise you.
It means somebody remembered you for what you did.
yeah, and I forget sometimes. It's a long time.
Yeah, of
Sometimes
course,
I can't remember how I put my car keys. It's just getting old.
It's not that. It's if you think about how many events you put on, how many nights of that events have had, and how many rotation of DJs. You're not going to remember everything.
You're not.
I mean, I can't remember every booking. You remember every booking you've had?
No.
You probably can.
You can. yours are only Malia. That's it. Just Malia.
Yeah, no, it's true. There's that much happens that you can't remember. I mean, you think of how long we've lived and all the memories and all them times that we've had. How many nights out do you actually remember out of all the nights out that we've had?
Not many.
No, I don't mean for that. I don't mean for the wrong reason. I just mean in general.
We go back to it. The nights that I remember are them nights in Swansea.
Yeah.
And my first
the nights I remember the most are the nights.
So the one night I remember,
shouldn't.
the one night, don't get me wrong, I remember used to go into like fucking the Zone and all these walk clubs in Warsaw. But the night I remember was the first time I ever went to Baker's.
Yeah.
That's what got me.
Good club.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking hell, this
That
is a bit.
feeling.
This is a bit. Never heard it before. This is a bit of me.
It's different, wasn't it?
Yeah, that got me.
Yeah.
And then from then, I used to go nights out and different local clubs, Cannock and fucking Warsaw and whatever else.
Oh, there was a good club in Cannock. What was it called?
Which one?
There was one in Cannock. I can't remember.
Mamie's.
Years ago.
Mamie's.
There was one place in Cannock that
Silks.
everyone used to go to.
It was Silks and Mamie's,
Was
wasn't
it? It's got to have been one of them too. Because I remember going. I
So
said,
Mamie's was down like an industrial estate. It was
yeah,
like,
sort of out the way. And I said to Jimmy, he said, in Cannock? I said, yeah.
yeah,
It's like not far off the A5.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you had a little bar thingy, which is McDonald's now. It's a little bar, and then you
Yeah.
could walk, and it was like, do you ever see Mamie's?
No.
Like, where fucking, you
just wouldn't
in
expect
Belston,
it.
you've got Pets at Home,
Yeah.
B&M. It's like
on
that,
them.
but a club.
Yeah, in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Swansea was for me when I really hit like the wow time.
They know how to enjoy themselves. I don't know. Swansea.
Yeah, they're great. They're great, don't they?
Right, so you mentioned Tin Tins.
Yeah.
I'm going to mention Slag and Dust Till Dawn.
Yeah.
How do you think them experiences shaped you as a DJ?
Well, it all kind of went hand in hand because when I was at Tin Tins,
Yeah.
I was there as a clubber for a long, long time. Got to know James. Eventually got to know the guys there. And what they used to do is they used to let me go. I explained to them, like, I've got the records. I said, because I'll tell you another story. I used to DJ on these decks. And eventually, do you know what I used to do? These decks, underneath, there was a screw underneath these decks. And I worked out that if I got a screwdriver, I could go underneath these bolt-driven decks and I could adjust the pitch with a screwdriver. There was a screw that adjusted the pitch. So I was mixing at home with this screwdriver and I'd lift it. And I'd God on the truth, and I got that good at it. I knew how to turn the screwdriver to the speed of it. So I thought it was great. I was the world's best DJ. He said to me, come to Tin Tins when we shut. You can have an hour at the after party. I was like, come bought a bag of records. Couldn't mix. Went on these 1210s. They were that fast.
You have to learn all over again.
I was literally trying to hold on to them as they were going round. They were like a completely different deck. Yeah. I just could not mix. And everyone was looking at me. I thought you were good. I've heard your tape. I'm like, I can't use them. Yeah. I actually can. I'd never been on a proper deck. Yeah. So again, so what they said,
it's like driving a Mini, then somebody chucking you in a fucking Formula One car.
Honestly, I was like, I could not work it out. I thought, what's going on here? So I came off. I said, I can't do this. I can't DJ. So I came off. That was kind of, I wouldn't call it my big chance, but I was, it was a set. It was a set at the after party at Tin Tins. I just couldn't do it. So I came off, and they kindly let me come into Tin Tins in the day whilst the cleaners were there, and they were doing the decor and let me practice. Wow. On the Tin Tins decks. Yeah. That's where I learnt to DJ on.
You actually learned in the club?
In the club. And I became good friends with all of them then. They still wouldn't let me DJ there because I wasn't good enough. But they used to let me come in and practice when no one was there, or they'd let me DJ once they'd shut.
Yeah. That's amazing.
At the after party, so you'd have the promoter Simon pushing the trolley around, Tesco trolley with someone else in. They'd all be off then. All crazy things. And I'm there DJing. I've got a picture of it somewhere on my Facebook from just playing in the after party to all the staff. And they loved me. They eventually, I got.
But this was your foundation being built.
They was my family. I know that sounds really corny, but the Tin Tins lot, the staff and the DJs, even Aaron, he was a hard nut to crack. Because he was like proper, like he didn't want anyone else, treading on his territory or anything. Eventually, I became friends with him and all of them, and they accepted me. And even though they wouldn't let me DJ in the club because one, there was no slots. Everyone had their own slot in Tin Tins. So I don't know if did you guys go to Tin Tins?
No. I never did, no.
So they all had their own set. It was kind of a bit like trade in London, so you knew what time what DJ was coming on.
Yeah.
And none of them were going anywhere, so there was no slot for me. It wasn't like a normal club where different DJs. This is another thing. Back in the day, it was like that a lot. I don't know how you get different DJs every week. It wasn't.
No.
Because clubs wasn't DJ led. Yeah, they were music led. Yeah. Half the time they didn't have a fly. You didn't know who was on. You just went to the club and that was it.
They were there,
So there was no slot for me. So I'm in there, just happy, just getting on with the guys and practicing and whatever else. And the one night I was playing at the Stop Back, which that became a bit of a regular occurrence. I was almost a Stop Back resident, So Tony DeVee came in. He'd been at Trade. He'd been cancelled. And came in. I knew who he was. I'd seen him in magazines. Yeah. He was quite big, blown up at the time because he had Burning Up. The track came out. And we got to walking, which, just to be, I was surreal. I was like, wow.
Yeah, surreal.
Tap him off. So I was talking to him and he was talking about music and everything. He said, let's have a look through your record box. I showed him. He was like, what sort of stuff do you like? A bit of everything. He said, literally, there's a bit of everything in there. So he said, I'll tell you what to do. He said, take my record bag and my headphones. I said, my headphones were awful. I had these, I think they were like £5 Sony headphones, and the one was hanging off, taped up with some electric tape. Like, it's back in. Once you tape them, they break. This bit pops out. So you could never lock. So I think he took pity on me. He said, take my records, take my headphones. He said, take them up there and just go and play. They was all sat there, just sat on the floor, all talking. It was a Stop Back. They're all there. This is 3, 4 in the morning on a Saturday or Sunday morning. And I was playing his music, and I loved it. It was like early hard house,
all the
Pawn Kings, Caddock, Night Train, all that sort of stuff, proper bouncy stuff. And I absolutely loved it, and I found it a lot easier to mix as well because it was a little bit faster. It was almost like it was meant to be. That was my sound from then on. Yeah. And he came over to me. He said, "Oh, you've gone really well with them." showed me a few things. He said, keep them headphones. Still got them. They're wrecked. They're taped up now. Everything as they did through the years, but I was reluctant to get rid of them.
Yeah.
But I've still got them. They weren't expensive. Again, back then,
Sentimental, doesn't matter.
No, but DJs didn't have expensive headphones back then.
No.
There wasn't no Sennheisers and all that. You had like £10, £15 headphones.
Yeah.
They wasn't available.
Buy a couple of pairs just in case one broke on the
yeah,
night.
there wasn't. You didn't have all that. They were just everyone had the same. So I've still got them. So yeah. So he mentored me after that for a good while. Became friends with him and his partner Andy B. You probably know Andy B.
Buckley.
Andy Buckley, yeah. And we became good friends. I carried on doing what I was doing, and what he used to let me do. He lived in Hinstock Road in Handsworth at the time. And I lived
Another
in
nice area.
Green, another affluent area, yeah, another lovely place. And I used to get the buzz up there. He used to say, "Come up once a month and swap your records." So he'd let me go there, bring the records that he'd lent me, take them out of the bag, put another fresh lot in, and then practice with them. So in effect, I was playing out Tony's records because it was hard enough to get anything, let alone sort of hard records.
Yeah.
What Tony was playing, but you was not getting them from the shop. Most of them were
definitely
prime or
not.
whatever anyway.
A lot of them were like Dutch imports and that. Weren't
Yeah,
they?
so all of a sudden I'd gone from not being able to get hold of anything to having like these tracks that no one had.
Yeah.
And everyone's going, "What's that?" And I'm like, "I don't know."
Don't know, but it's fucking good.
I'll be looking at it, I'll be like, "What's it going on? That one is." So it was that. I don't know. I don't understand. So I was just loving them. And the thing is with the vinyl, which was brilliant, half of the tracks I didn't know what they were called. I just knew them by the cover. Or
But
by
like you
the
said
thing.
back then, it didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
Didn't matter what it was
Didn't matter what it was called. It didn't matter what was going. And I'll be honest with you, all this. Oh, no, wouldn't have mattered to me what was playing on. It only mattered to me what was coming out in the speakers and what people were doing. Wasn't bothered about none of that. So yeah, played the music, loved it, absolutely loved it. Slowly, Tony had a word with Pat. Remember Pat, the promoter from Slag?
No.
Oh, you must remember
Just
Pat.
before my time, I think that was.
So Slag was three promoters. It was Pat, Tat, and
Cat.
Pat, Tat, and Barney McGrew. Pat, Tat, and Rob Hanna. They were the three promoters. He had a word with Pat because he was camp as Christmas, and they were all gay, weren't they? So he was like, "Oh yeah, time to come and see me in the week." So I went up to see Pat in the week.
I hope it was about the set and.
Not
just to see Pat.
For me, it was
Did you get tongue punched?
Mate, well,
Did it play the trumpet?
listen to this. No, I'm just like, so he said to me, he said, "Right, come up and see me in the week." I think it was like a Wednesday. And I said to Tony, "A Wednesday? It's not until Friday, is it, Slag?" He said, "No, but he wants to see you in the office." I'm like, "Oh, God, I already feel like I had my suspicions because I'd seen Pat. He had bright blonde hair and he was like really flamboyant. And I'd met a few guys by then, but he was next level.
Yeah.
So I thought, "Oh, God, okay." So I went up to meet him. "Oh, sit down, Bob." He said, "Right, just so you know, before we start, I've had a word with Tony. I'm going to give you a set at Slag." He said, "You'll be warming up for Mark Jarman." He said, "But I'm going to change your name." I said, "Change my name from what to what?" He said, "Well, I named the DJs, you see." He said, "Have you heard of John Snakehips?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "Well, I named him. His name was John something or other." I said, "Right." I said, "Well, I'm not changing my name." He said, "Well, you won't be able to play if you don't let me name you." I said, "Well, what was you going to call me?" He said, "Well, after I said, "No." I said, "I'll leave it. I'll leave it. That's not a problem." I said, I remember walking out, I was like fuming. I was really pissed off. And then I got a call off him, and I'm only joking, but he said, "You're playing such and such day." So he put me on the flyer. Yeah, I actually thought he was serious, but he half was. Because Tony said to me, "No, that's what he does." If you'd have said, "Yeah, you can change my name," I don't know what I would have been. I would have been whatever he wanted to call me, his bitch, I suppose. So that's where John. If you look on the old Slag flyers, you have a look at some of the names.
Yeah.
John Snakehips, Owens. They're all Pat's brainchilds.
It's what
Because I used to look at the DJs. I think that's a strange name, isn't it?
It's a strange name.
No, but you know, sometimes look at a name and you think, "Oh, yeah, that was Pat. He used to name the DJs."
That's mental.
Yeah, so he tried to rename me, and I said, "No, I've got the set anyway." But yeah, so that was an interesting one. So yeah, that's when I went. I did my first set at Slag. Can't remember much about it. I do remember March. I went on before Jam. Now you know DJ etiquette, right? So when you're DJing, DJ will come on after you, and you'll play your thing, and you'll go, "Last one," and he'll go, "Yeah." Not Jam, and he went, "That's your last one." Come on, he went, "That's." I said, "God, 10 minutes." He kind of started scratching and doing this thing, and I was like, "Smart Jarman." What'd you say?
Yeah,
at that point, I looked up to Mark Jarman. I loved Jarman. I loved all those guys. So I was like, just told me to get off. I was just excited they told me to get off. So that was my first experience at Slag, but I absolutely loved it. And then I became a resident there, playing every 2 weeks, I think. Wow. Yeah.
The rest is history. So paint us a picture of the Birmingham club scene in the 90s and any clubs that stood out for you as they're the one.
Well,
what built it? Like, what were the clubs to be at?
For me, obviously Tin Tins was the main one for me.
Yep.
So you're talking 92.
Yeah.
92. Okay, so you had Tin Tins, you had Money Pennies at Bonds, which wasn't necessarily my cup of tea. It was an amazing event, don't get me wrong, but it was just a little bit too glamorous for me.
That's one of the places I wish I would have gone.
Same for me as well,
before
man.
my time.
It was brilliant.
I'd have loved to have gone
Don't
there.
get me wrong, I mean, every woman in there looked like a model. Every bloke looked like a model. Everyone looked like models. And I
Pretentious
did
as
not
fuck,
look
really.
like a model, so I was like...
That's why I couldn't go as well, man.
I almost felt like I didn't fit in there. Like, the music was great. I loved house music, still do, but it was very kind of...
Yeah,
US
I know
down
where you
tempo
go
house.
with it, yeah.
It was brilliant, but they had it to a T. What they wanted to do,
They achieved what they wanted to.
Yeah, it was
100%.
absolutely brilliant. But it just wasn't my bag. I loved the harder stuff, and therefore I didn't go there too much. So you had Money Pennies, you had Tin Tins. What else did we have? We had Subway City, which I went to now and then, and we'll get onto that. But I ended up at Subway City. I was trying to think. You had Marco Polos. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Marco was like an after party. So the way it would work is, if we went out every night, most weekends we did go out every night. So what we'd do is, Friday night we get to I guess Tin Tins. Are you talking about before I DJ? No, when I'm started DJing.
Just
You were talking about Birmingham. Come see.
Birmingham in the 90s.
So let's forget the DJing. So Tin Tins on a Friday night, go there, get to Slag, because Slag was on the Friday as well. Because Tin Tins for a bit or Slag or vice versa. Then you get to Crunch in Jewelry Quarter.
Yeah.
So Crunch will be until maybe 4 in. Slag would finish at 2, or Crunch was until 6. Then you go to West End Bar. Then you stay there all the way through till 12 o'clock the next day. That would finish 12 or 2.
Yeah.
Then you would go to the Square. Sorry. Then you go to the Square, and that would be on all day. So you'd sit on the grass all day, coming down all drunk or whatever it was you chose to do.
Having a nap.
All day on Saturday. Yeah, some people did fall asleep on it. It was a graveyard opposite. They were all just asleep by the stones and everything by the church. The right side. So there all day. Then you would go to Subway or whatever it was, Tin Tins again. And say, don't get me wrong, you went home and got changed. And put a bit of deodorant on, straight back out. And that's what it was. So Saturday night, same. You went to Tin Tins. You would go. What would you do on a Saturday? Saturday was mainly Tin Tins, then Hype for me. Those are the two. Then Marco Polo Sunday morning, maybe West End Bar again, and then that would be it. That'd be the end of the weekend.
I get tired just hearing that now.
Well, I get tired hearing it now. This is, I think, God, I have time. I can't even be asked to leave the house.
Yeah, if I was fucking 22, I'd be bouncing, going, "Come on, let's go then." That makes me tired fucking just thinking about it, doesn't it?
You was back then. You lived for it. You could not get enough of it.
Yeah.
Didn't need sleep. I was buzzing. Mum would say, if you coming in or going out? I'm like, I don't even know. Honestly, I just loved it. And the thing for me, everyone had their own story. A lot of people's probably just going out, doing what they were doing all weekend. I always think of it as that time, because it wasn't just, you say what was Birmingham like in the 90s, the club scene, but to me, it wasn't just a club scene. See, club scenes anywhere now. It was a movement, wasn't it?
People and sound.
So massive movement.
Like 60s had, your rock and roll, 70s was disco, 80s was pop, amongst other your punk.
You had your punk and that as well, didn't you?
Your 90s was your club, your rave movement, your clubbing movement. So it was like it was a family. It was this thing that was just happening, this magic that was everywhere that you couldn't really describe or put your finger on. It was just happening, and you wanted to be a part of it. And I just lived for it. I loved the music and I couldn't get enough of it. And sometimes I don't get me wrong, I went out and had a good drink and whatnot. Other times I went out and didn't drink anything.
Do you think people today, as in youngsters going to raves now, club nights now, missed out on a magical era compared to what is around now?
Yeah.
Or do you think in 20 years' time, them people are going to be saying to their kids, you missed out on a magical era?
This is what I was going to get into, because how many times have you heard your parents or grandparents or back in day, and you've always thought, fuck off, it's better now.
Because they do. They would say, oh, you weren't around in the 60s. So that's probably us saying the same thing. But I mean, in terms
But
of clubs,
you're still frequent to putting a night on, and
Yes, that's what this is.
and
Yeah,
it's like
you're in the scene, so
They
you can
don't-
see the change.
Yeah.
the new nights that get a lot of people in. I don't see them looking like they used to.
They're not having it today. I don't
Nah.
get it. They're not having it. It's all like, yeah.
Well,
Images and it,
the problem is
Instagram reels and stuff
obviously
like that.
phones and all that sort of stuff. You didn't have any of that, did you?
No.
I mean, it was a weird one back in the day. So you would see someone, you'd say, right, okay, where you going weekend? I'm going such and such. I'll meet you there.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
If you didn't, if there wasn't there, there wasn't there. If you wasn't there, no one cared. They didn't worry. You just,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
Just, yeah. You would, all you would.
Sunday
all
Central,
the-
we
all-
used to go there, and we knew we had a group of friends from Worcester.
You knew they
we
were
didn't
going.
even have to phone them.
Yeah.
We had a group of friends from Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Didn't have to phone them. We had a group from Manchester. Didn't have to phone them. But when you got in the club, we knew where they'd be chilling,
Yes. Yeah.
and you could just go have a dance, go to the chill point, and they'd all be there.
Yeah. And that's what it was about. It was a completely different vibe. There was no phones. Nobody was creating content. Nobody was trying to do this or trying to do that. They were all just there to see each other, to enjoy the music, and that was it. And that's what made it great. But you are right. I mean, the next generation will probably look back and say, the next one after that is not as good.
Yeah.
So maybe you are a little bit biased, but I genuinely think it was a movement with the 90s club
I do
scene.
think the 90s just blew
It
everything out the water,
it
didn't
peaked,
it?
didn't it? The
I mean,
music
don't
peaked.
get me wrong, the festivals now are probably bigger and better, but I don't think they're as raw. They're very commercial.
It's different. If I was a young clubber going out now, I don't think I'd go to clubs.
No,
I think it would be
just
more at
safe for the
festivals.
festivals, yeah.
Belong at the big festivals.
Yeah.
Because the clubs, there doesn't seem to be a lot happening in the clubs. I think that's the
And
problem.
there isn't anything consistent.
Yeah.
Like back Slag, Sunday Central, Tin Tins, Hacienda.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I've got some good.
There were continuous nights. You don't really get that now,
Yeah.
week in, week out.
But how many clubs are left?
Well, that's another problem,
But this
isn't
is
it?
what I'm saying. There's not a
People
lot
ain't
of
going
clubs.
to the clubs then. That's why
In
they're closing
Birmingham,
down.
a lot of venues have shut down, and the ones that
Yeah.
are there now, what you find with a lot of the venues is they just hire the venue.
Look at the gay scene now. Look at the down Earth Street and all that.
Yeah.
What have you got left?
Well, it's changed a lot. I mean, through the years, long after Tin Tins, when I went on to Subway and then went on to Diva, there was a proper gay scene. And because back then, gay people didn't feel accepted in straight clubs. So they wanted their own scene. They wanted their own little bars and their clubs and whatever else. And a lot of people preferred the gay scene because you didn't get any idiots trying to cause a fight or whatever else. The music was just different. The music on the gay scene was very different to the straight scene, in my opinion. Back then, they just had their own vibe, and I love that. And they don't need that anymore. You speak to the average gay guy now, and a lot of them, they don't really want to be seen in the gay scene. They want to go to the straight club.
Yeah.
They want to go to the normal club. They don't need a gay
They don't need
village.
the gay scene.
They don't need
Yeah.
it anymore because
It's accepted.
it's like you're accepted everywhere. There's no issue anymore. It wasn't like that back in the day.
No.
And it's a shame because it was brilliant. Her Street, all them clubs, it had its own vibe. It was brilliant.
But also on the flip side, the gay clubs and bars and venues started allowing a lot more straight people in.
Yes, true.
You'll know that happened massively. I mean, I saw that in Chic, for example.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because they just wanted to go in, that's why.
But Chic went from being fucking incredible.
As a business, do you want 200 guys in there or do you want 400 half and half spending on the till?
I think the problem
It's
was
business, isn't it?
Yeah. When I was at DV8, I was sure I'd had you at DV8. I'm sure I did. I can't remember.
I think it was a pride thing when after pride.
maybe it
I
was
think
Pride or
you'd done.
something. Yeah. So that was a weird one.
The one time you booked me.
There's one more time than I ever had a booking off you. Yeah, so DV8 was a great place. I mean, again, got on really well with them, loved them as a family. Brilliant, brilliant place, lovely people. But we wasn't getting the gay people in because they were all going to the Gale. They love Nightingale.
Yeah.
And we were doing this free drinks promotion because the guys that brought DV8, they bought it off Andy Booth that then brought Chic.
Yeah.
He used to own DV8. He sold it to Wayne, Davenport and a few others. And it was just a show. They wasn't getting anyone in. So that to work out a way. So they did this drinks promotion where you would spend £10 and you would get your drinks. You'd get in free drinks all night. And it was cheap vodka, cheap whatever. But within weeks it was rammed.
Was he?
The problem is if it was rammed with, you did get a lot of gay people in there, but it was a lot of straights as well. But the atmosphere was brilliant. There was no trouble. It was such a good vibe, but it ruffled a lot of feathers because a lot of the gay scene didn't like it because we'd gone from nothing to that. And they thought, just doing drinks promotions, you're letting anyone into our gay scene. And I got it. I understood it, but it was so good. It was so good. Yeah, it was brilliant.
So going back to you play pumping house, handbag house, bits of speed garage.
Isn't it? Pumping. I'm filling these
house,
fucking different
pumping house.
houses. There's so many. Every week there's a
Pumping
different genre coming on. Now we've got pumping house.
We got pumping house.
What would you say your sound is?
I'd say predominantly house now. It used to be back in the day because of the old Tony DeVee connection. It was harder. It was harder stuff. As I got a little bit older and sort of a bit more mature to the scene and whatnot, I realised I didn't want to play that hard because Tony was sending me. I mean, as well as getting me in Slag and Crunch and a few others, he got me into a lot of clubs. He was sending me. I was playing in Ireland. I was playing in Jersey. I was playing all over the place. I played all over the UK. Hard out stuff. But I don't even realise how much I did back then in all these clubs.
So you look back
and
at
that was
it,
thanks to him. And I was playing harder stuff and I loved it. But it got to the point where I thought, right, okay, it's still not quite me. I want to sort of tone it down a little bit, but I still like that tougher edge of the pumping house. So so that's what it was. It was just almost like sped up house, and I think like speed garage and all that kind of all.
Crosses over, doesn't it?
Birmingham's got this way of just merging everything into one.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you play.
Well, we mentioned this with Dave, didn't we? Tracks like Mass Medium.
Yeah.
It's not speed garage.
No, we're just
all the speed garage people play.
We'll just adopt it. I call it what we want.
Yeah,
Just for
it's ours now.
Yeah.
All you do is turn the fucking pitch up a little bit and go, that's speed
Turn
garage
it up
now.
its speed, guys. You turn it down its house. You turn it really up its hard house. You can put it into your early hard house sets, and that's what it is.
Yeah, we do what we want.
We take anything and we turn it into our own. That's
It's
what
pitch
we
control,
do.
isn't it?
So when people say, what do you play? You're like, I can't even describe it because you might view it as this. The next person might view it as that. But all I know is it's just energetic, sped up house, if you like. That, it had elements of early hard house stuff in there. It did have elements of speed garage in there as well. So yeah, a little bit of everything.
So if we went back to the 90s, three tracks that defined your sets.
The ones that made you go, oh.
Three. If we come to
And
see
still
Chad
to this
play,
day.
what would we definitely hear in your sets
My favourite tracks,
that you kept coming back to?
yeah.
Like in my hard house sets, obviously Tony DeVee, The Dawn,
Yeah.
and then BK Revolution. Say, what was yours?
Definitely Caddock Night Train. I mean, I hammered that. I was the people come, do it, chat. I adopted that as my own. I love that track. Amen Passion. That was another massive track.
I love that.
Yeah. Do you remember Slam? Funked Up Funk, that one. RPM Slam.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Jamming and tramming to the
yeah.
funk.
Anything on Ugly Bug, huge tunes, anything like that. Just proper.
Huge
like,
tunes, man. They're still around, aren't they? Huge tunes.
Yeah.
They are still around.
That's a funny fucking 3.
No, how many do you want? Can't count.
Just reading them off.
It's from Winston Green, mate. Can't count.
That's what I'm saying.
Three ones that just make you go, okay, so because you play such a variation, let's just put one from pumping house, one from house.
So from each genre.
Yeah. Go on.
So
Pick that one tune. Like for me, what got me was I think it was Spin Spin Sugar.
yeah,
When I heard that, I was like, oh my fucking god,
amazing.
and that's when I went into that.
The Armand Van Alden one.
Yeah. So that's that for me.
That was your sound. Yeah.
So
So that was one of mine. But Caddock Night Train, definitely from the harder stuff. So I didn't like the really hard stuff. It was just too much for me. From the house stuff, it's got to be Tori Amos, Professional Widow, probably. That was
nice.
Van
absolutely.
Elden mix.
Yeah. I love that because I wasn't sure what it was. I didn't know whether to play it myself. I thought, is that speed garage? Is it this?
I'm going to
Is
be
it
honest,
that?
like it's 30 years old and I still don't know what it is.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Do you know? But
what would
also-
you what would you call that?
I've seen
track?
trance DJs play in their sets.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's a bit like that
Dun, dun, dun.
Azido, the
It's-
bass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That got played in everyone's sets as well and no one knows what it is.
That was
Yeah. I played that.
Yeah.
because that come from an advert, didn't it? With the fucking
Oh, Flat Eric.
No, I know
that
which
was
one
the
you
one
were on
that
about.
was
that
doing
as well.
one,
That was
yes.
massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was massive. But Azido, the bass.
Warp. I
That
know
one,
that
yeah,
one. Yeah.
and it just got
Yeah, but
everyone was playing
Doom's
it.
Night.
Doom's
Doom's
Night.
Night, yeah.
Yeah. Brilliant track.
And
I
still to
played
this
that
day,
in my
no one
set.
knows what genre that is
Because it was brilliant.
because it was in garage sets, it was in house sets.
I-
Well, you know,
nothing else
Tori
like
Amos,
it.
Professional Widow. What's she saying?
don't know.
Got a big dick.
Yeah.
This is the thing. You've got to bring it close to my lips, yeah.
Yeah.
It's got to be big. So I'm thinking,
Yeah.
she wants to suck some dick here.
Or she's hungry. She wants a nice big piece of fruit or something.
But do you know
one
what I
or the
mean?
other.
I'll bring it close to my, close to my lips. Yeah, it's got to be big. I'm thinking this bitch wants to do some sucking.
Bitch wants
Yeah.
something.
I'll tell you what, though, on that subject, did you ever just make your own lyrics?
Oh, we
up to
did.
us?
all
We
the
talk
time.
about this,
Yeah,
don't we?
mate.
Oh, mate, what was that one?
My sister.
My wishes is the worst
what,
for this man.
what was that one he's playing West End Bar? Bacon fries.
Oh,
Remember
run
that one?
away.
Yeah.
Run
Everyone
away.
used to run around singing, oh, bacon fries, bacon fries. I'm like,
New
still
York
to-
and Soul, innit? Run away.
Yeah, Nightcrawlers. I still don't know what they're saying, that song.
No.
Ooh, ba-dim, bam, bam. I'm not. I used to just sing along. I'd be just singing to it. I wouldn't have a clue what they were saying.
Yeah.
And like when you even now, if I listen to it, I still can't work out what they're saying.
So, my sister, he was in the car with my sister the other day. But
You phoned up, didn't you? Go on.
she went from something into Michael Jackson. What was he?
She was singing something, and I can't remember. It was like a George Michael track.
Hello, is it me you're
Yeah,
looking
that's it.
for?
Yeah, Lionel Richie.
Lionel Richie.
She went in the same lyric. She went from Lionel Richie to Michael Jackson, Earth Song, in 2 lines.
Well, she thought it was the same song.
Yeah.
Did she?
And we're
She
like,
said,
hang
"Hello,
on, that's two
Is
tunes
it me you're
there.
looking for? And then she started singing.
Billie Jean.
No, it was Earth Song, wasn't it?
Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, and it was just like, fucking hell, you
Wow.
haven't even got the same song
I was
there.
fucking crying.
Let alone the same
Brilliant.
lyric.
I was absolutely crying.
Yeah.
And she went, sounds better my way.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something interesting along a similar line. So recently we've done a little project with Sweet Harmony.
Okay.
So, long story short, the people that wrote Sweet Harmony, a guy called Eamon, passed on. He was good friends.
It's only recently, weren't it?
Yeah, a good friend of mine, Nikki Mack. She was one of Tony DeVee's vocalists.
Singers, weren't it?
Yeah.
Vocalists, yeah.
She knew them very well. She knew the other half of Liquid and also the publishers and everything else. And she'd spoken to them previously to speaking to me and said, would you like to come on board and do this with me? And I said, yeah, wow, yeah, of course. So we've done it. I won't go into it because it's still all going through the channels and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I've called up Nicky. We're doing this studio and we've done the production with Rigsy. So I'm singing this other bit to Nicky. I'm singing, do you remember that? No, ooh, we live as one family. Do you remember that song?
Yeah.
So I said, where's that bit out of it? She said, I don't know. I didn't have that on the vocals. I said, no, you've missed the best bit out of that track. So I've gone around, done my research, spoke to a few people like, oh, that's a different track, Chad. I said, that's a different song. That's Mickey Finn, something other. I said, it's not because I had it. I said, I had it. I said, did you really have it? So I thought, did I have it? No, I had it on a mix. And it was that good a mix that I thought I'd listened to this mix forever, so I thought it was part of that track. So I'm saying, you've missed out the best bit of the vocal. So she's like, there's no other vocal, I'm singing it. So she's like, what's that?
What you really missed was the first part of the next track.
Similar thing, yeah. So
Unlucky.
I know. But yeah.
Right, what's the best promotion you've ever put on?
Let's talk about how we got into it.
We did.
Not into promoting.
Go on then.
Are the promoting?
So how did you go from playing in Slag and Tin Tins to then think, I want to put my own... I know you've jumped onto DV8.
Yeah, but it wasn't long after. So got into the clubs that I wanted to play in town. I was in the mix,
Yep.
you know, doing my regular sets. Back then, once you were in the mix, it's even pretty much the same, but like now. Like there's a mix of DJs that always seem to get booked for every event. And for these new DJs coming through, they can't seem to get in this mix, which again is why I always try and get them in. It was the same back then, but once I was doing my thing, and I thought, actually, I like this. I want to try and put a night on. So I put a Thursday night on. I don't know why I put a Thursday night. I was something on every other night. It was called Euphoria. No internet back then, so I looked through a book. I thought, what's the coolest sort of, you know, spaces kind
Yeah,
of
but you
work,
love a
wasn't it?
flyer.
No, I know.
You love a flyer.
I love a flyer, mate. I love a flyer. So I did this night called Euphoria. The front of the flyer was a mountain. I don't know what that relevance had to a club.
Okay.
It was just this peak of a mountain, Euphoria. So I thought, that's euphoric, mum. You're at the top of a mountain. It didn't resemble a club flyer at all. I said, Tony, could you play for me? And he was like, yeah, I'll play for you. Sort of thing on a Thursday. So I had Tony the headlining on this a Thursday night at the System on Bristol Road.
Okay,
Remember it?
What's that now?
System, what's his nightclub name? You was Premonition? Was it Premonition? Was it Premonition? It was Premonition?
Yeah,
Remember Premonition?
I know Premonition.
So
yeah.
it was called System at first. That's what it was. So that's where I had my very first night.
Did it go well?
And
No.
No.
He tried to avoid that.
Just you and Tony.
You bastard.
Don't ask them questions.
Why couldn't you just leave it at that? Okay, what did you do next?
What I was about to say is, and that was the first one anyway. I'd done some more after that.
Yeah.
No, so that didn't go well. So basically, that one fell apart at the seams. Tony then couldn't play for whatever reason. Didn't sell any tickets. Well, back then he wasn't selling tickets. Didn't even have paper tickets. Well, there was the big raves used to do paper tickets, didn't they? They'd leave them at the shops.
Physical tickets, yeah. You used to
all
buy.
the DJs would say, "Do you want to play? Yeah, we'll go and sell 100 tickets." It was I didn't even have that. I literally put the flyer out, promoted it, speaking to people out about in the clubs, and hoped that on the night when we opened the doors, they'd just turn up. No one turned up. No one was there. It was awful.
Disheartening, isn't it, when you put your events on and fuck all.
Euphoria, that cracking flyer I put out there, Tony DV headlining, and no one's turned up. But I think everyone kind of understood. I don't think anyone believed that Tony DV was actually playing there. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like, Tony DV's not
They'll just
playing.
look at it and
He's
went,
not
he ain't playing there.
Chad has not got. He's just that's his mate, and he's just put him on the flyer. He's not turned up and didn't turn up, so it's a good job.
Well, it's probably a better, I was going to say, good that no one fucking turned up.
Yeah, so that was my first experience, and I didn't do it again for a bit after that. I left it. And then I got the urge again. I did one with my cousin, Matthew, at Trezine's. Remember Trezine's?
No.
Newhall Street. It's called Newhall's a while after. Before
my time.
Making me feel old.
Don't forget, see, the thing with me as
no.
well is I grew up so the late 90s is when I kind of hit bonds.
Yeah.
But then
So mine would have been 98 onwards.
But then I was gone. I fucked off, army.
I was listening to music.
So I didn't come back till 2007.
Oh, see, yeah.
Probably 94.
You missed a massive gap a lot, yeah.
Yeah, I was listening to stuff from 94, but actual being in the club was around 98.
Okay, so Trezine's was a very sort of, what would you call it, like a proper old style, like glitzy kind of nightclub. It wasn't clubbers. It wasn't a clubbers club. It was like, where the people from, like Colmore Road now.
Yeah.
One of those kind of clubs, so all the business people would go in there.
Yeah.
We used to go there now and then. I said to him, could I hire this venue? And he hired it. So I think this was like a Wednesday night or something. I think we went up against, was it a Wednesday or a Thursday? If it was a Wednesday, we'd been going up against Decadence. So that was definitely been a bloody nightmare.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we had that. We got a few in there. Done all right with that one.
Yeah.
We got a few in there. So we can talk about that. We can
leave
talk,
him
look,
alone.
now he doesn't want to ask me anything.
Nah.
Look,
I was
no
just going to
interest in
say,
that.
okay, so we've dealt with the worst one you've ever done. What about the best one you've ever done?
I don't even think that first one was the worst one. No one came, but I've had worse for different reasons. Sometimes,
How can you have worse and nobody turning up?
So I'll tell you why. Because to me, you guys have done promotions, done events, and done bits and bobs. You know what it's like promoting. You know how tedious it can be for different reasons.
Yeah, but I'm sick to fucking death of coming out playing down Digbeth and fucking seeing Chad's flies on my windscreen. Every fucking time with that.
About
Where's Chad? He's around.
200 of them in the boot.
Yeah, but, but the thing is, it weren't one. He'd put like 3 on.
3. So I knew you liked your music, so I thought,
Yeah,
I'd
fucking hell,
on
Dad.
events. All rain had got stuck into your windows.
And I used to get in the car and drive down. Every car had fucking flyers on.
Yeah.
That's how it used to be.
Old
wasn't it?
school. I mean, this wasn't, and I'm talking 5, 6, 7 years ago max. Maybe you were still doing that.
What? Long story short, what we do. One of my businesses is called We Are Event For. So we do. When I started it out, maybe 7 years ago, we started doing outdoor camp. When I first started, so I was working for the guys in Manchester at Victoria Warehouse, and they ran all the big events. And at the time, I didn't have a job, so he said, "Come and work out." Well, I went to Manchester all week, did all their outdoor promo, all their flyers, all that sort of stuff. I thought, hold on a minute, there's something in this. I kind of like this. I like being out on my own, just doing this stuff. I used to do it in the 90s. That's what I used to do for fun, just to book my own nights. I'd stand outside the clubs. And you remember Gin and all them lot, and Andy from Outrageous.
Fucking flying in the street as well. Remember that?
Yeah, so that's what I used to do. So I thought there's something in this. So I started doing that about 7 years ago, just on a small scale with local events. And now we sort of manage every sort of big festival, and we do all the outdoor campaigns for them, but it's not really flyers anymore. It's like, your poster sites and all that sort of paste ups, all that mad stuff. So we do, we manage.
It's different now, isn't it?
It's different. It's more. All our clients are corporate now, so I've built that through the years. But that's how it started out. Literally, getting down and dirty, putting flyers on cars, giving people flyers on the car at clubs, and we still offer that service. We still offer as a business. We still offer hand to hand to clients. So let's say Creamfields, right? They spend huge amounts of money every year with us. And they just send us a list of events that they want flyer in. We send our team up there and they fly them as they come out. You can't beat old school promo. You can't beat it. I know it's great. I know. I'm speaking to someone online, and you know about online, but you still can't beat that because it's direct targeting.
Yeah, and if you give me a flyer targeted at where I've just been and what I've liked, I'm thinking, fucking hell, so and so's there.
Yeah.
I'm not going to drop that. I'm going to fold it and put it in my pocket.
Yeah.
Then I'll forget about it until I get home and go, what the fuck's this?
Back then, people used to collect flyers as well.
Yeah.
Everyone had them
My
on the
wall was covered of them. I used to get
Yeah.
down to 10 piece and hard to find and get the bags.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And get them on my wall.
I used to walk around town looking for flyers with my name on. I was like, no one playing now. So I literally would walk around town. I'll tell you what, I've got.
Not even books. Just hoping he's going to see his name on a flyer.
Do you know how exciting that was? I've gone in. This is a true story. There was a shop in town. I can't remember what it was called, but they used to do a store card, and it was like a really cool shop. But this is back in the late 90s. So I've got in there, not been DJing long. I was still finding my feet with it all. Got in there. I said, I want to buy this. Can I open the store card? And the woman behind the till, she went, yeah, you need this. You need ID. I had no passport, no driving license, nothing. Again, that was just my background. So I've gone home, had to think about it, come back in with a pile of flyers. And I said to her, can I open the store card? I've got these flyers. They've got my name on. This is who I am. She said no. She said, you really come in here.
What?
She said, if you come
Tried
in
to
here.
use them as ID.
She said, if you come in here with a handful of flyers with your name and expecting to open a store card because you want to buy that Sergio Tacchini track top, I'm like, yeah. I said, that's me. She said, I don't care. I said, you can't do it. So yeah, so that was me pinning the flyers off my wall. I used to put them all on there with the drawing pins, and everyone did. It was a culture. It was a thing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone loved it.
I've still got loads in the attic.
I mean,
I've got all my
little box.
Every poster I've been on, I've got saved on a computer. But I've also got one copy of every CD pack I've ever done or been on.
Got all my mix mags as well.
Good. It's nice to keep.
Yeah.
I've got loads of mix mag and DJ mag.
So let's go back to
They're all in there.
Mickey's question of what do you think is the best, most successful? Maybe not in terms of size, volume, money made, but what do you think is the best?
What's your standout one that you did? Yeah, your standout promotion, and you look back and go, "Fucking hell, yeah, I did that one."
Probably the first 30 event that I did. So I did.
That was
30 came from, obviously, it was at that point, it was 30 years I'd been DJing from when I turned on the decks in my bedroom, not in clubs, but from the day I started DJing.
Yeah.
So
also, the minimum age of your target market now.
Yes, mate. Yeah, if you're below that, it's no point coming in. So I put that on. It was lockdown, and everyone was going mad. None of us could go out. It was all watching people like you and everyone else that was doing online stuff, and everyone was urging to, everyone was doing the live sets, and we all just wanted to hit a club. And I thought, you know what, I really want to do something when we come out of lockdown. So I thought, this for 30 years, it was only ever going to be a one-off event, hence the name 30. It doesn't make any sense to anything else. So I put that on at Subway, Tunnel Club, and it sold out so quickly. It was rammed to the rafters, and more to the point, it was all those people that just don't come out anymore. You can't get them out. I thought half of them was dead. Honestly, there was people there. I thought they'd died a long time ago. I said, boy, I didn't know he was still here.
Is that really you, or you here in spirit?
What the fuck? I know. Honestly, so it was bizarre, and they've not been out since. They're literally, whoever dug them up, they come out and they went back and
buried them again.
They have not been out since. But that was an amazing night. That was an amazing night. It was rammed, and it wasn't about, like you say, it wasn't about the money or anything like that. It was just getting all those people out.
The relief of being back out as well.
In one place, and just after lockdown, everyone was out and buzzing, and you just create something happens, you can't quite put your finger on it. And
do you think that Subway had a play in that because of how Subway is?
I love Subway.
It's fucking great.
Still call it Subway.
I love that. What's it called Subway?
It's
Been told Tunnel for years.
Tunnel Club.
Mate,
It's
not. It's fucking Subway, man.
I'll call it
It's not called Tunnel Club. It's called Subway.
I'll say
The thing
Subway.
is, right,
And
it's been called
Subway.
It's been called Tunnel Club for about 10 years now, and probably a bit longer than that.
Yeah.
No.
But
it's fucking Subway.
If you did a flyer now and handed it around Birmingham and said, me, you, Chad, we're on a flyer, it's at Subway, everyone knows where to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People still call it Subway City. We're doing one at Subway City.
Because it's got the three rooms. It's got the big room, the back room, the upstairs, isn't it?
Well, you got four, because I used to have the dark room, and I know you know what that is.
Wayne's definitely been in there. 100%.
You've got to say they've got a dark room.
100% been in there.
Because my favourite room was the
Felt
back
his
room
way
with
around.
that little box.
Yeah, just literally. Like milking a cow.
Want to go down this road, yeah? I see how it fucking is.
No,
Cut around with you.
yeah. So yeah, they had the 3 rooms. So they had the back room,
which was my favourite room.
the pool room. That used to have a pool table. That was the pool room.
Was he? Because he used to have a little squat, like about that size in that corner of DJ box.
It was like a little box, and it was like a shed in the corner.
And the fucking ceiling was here.
Yeah, couldn't move. You had to
And
come
it
out of the box and
rams
shout, yeah.
up fucking...
Mate.
And you sweat dripping all over
But
you.
you know what the good thing about that box was? You was kind of, even though you were rammed in there, you wasn't rammed next to everyone. They was all rammed outside. You couldn't really see what was going on over that little bit, but you just knew it was amazing.
Great,
it was like an energy that just hit you, wasn't it? Even to this day, that's still everyone's favourite room.
I love that little room.
Called the pool room. People used to call it the pool room. You had the pool room, you had the main room. You had, back then, before the dark room, you had the upstairs, which was like pop music.
Yeah.
Yes. Roger.
Kylie Minogue, all that stuff.
Roger who used to play upstairs.
Vince. Might have been a Roger, but it was a Vince. I know a few people got Rogered up there.
Yeah. No, I know who Roger is. Roger's the old... I was thinking of the old dude, with the bald head and the fucking...
Look at that path.
Yeah, it was Vince. Vince.
Yeah, so Vince was a funny one. Sometimes he'd play the first... He was good friends with Bill Gavin, who had it.
Yeah.
In the days when I became resident there and I brought Andre and Moore in.
Andre?
Smiler and Andre.
Smiler and Andre, yes.
Fucking
I
hell.
brought Andre into Subway and got him a residency there, and we used to play the first set in the pool room, the back room. That Vince somehow got himself the first set because he realised it was the busiest room. He didn't like it that no one was going upstairs, so he started playing downstairs. He used to put a buffet on. Because we'd get there, he'd have sandwiches, sausage on. And we'd go in, I swear, we'd go in, I'd say, how are you, Vince? He'd be like, well, that was all right before you come. the proper bitchy.
Yeah.
And he'd say, have a sandwich. I'm like, no, I'm all right. He'd have sandwiches, like lollipops, everything along the... Do you remember the little thing? He'd put them on that little top thing in the DJ box on the top. So he hated the fact that he wasn't very popular at that point, and that room was popular. It wasn't necessarily us. It was people loved that room.
Yeah.
So he wanted a piece of that, and we could not get him off them decks. Like Vince, did the Mark John, was like, his last one. I was like, couldn't get him off. And in the end, we got him off. We're like, well, what are you playing? Like, oh, Gordon's Groove. Like, they won't like that. They won't like that in here. I'm like, they will like it.
They will when they've heard it a few times.
We to put it on, it was Ram, but he was playing stuff like, I don't know, some really bizarre camp stuff.
Yeah.
Like in that room. Do you imagine the people that come for that room? They don't want that.
No.
That's your raw room, that is.
So
that's your raw underground room.
Yeah, of course they knew what they wanted, but he was trying to sort of crowbar himself into that room. So then when we came in, he was like, "Oh, they won't want that." So that room was brilliant. Still is. So we're doing a night in there, Nostalgic Years in June the 13th. Might as well give that a little plug.
We'll give you the chance to do that.
Okay.
We'll
You'll
let
be
you
able to
plug
plug
what you
everything,
want in a
plug
bit.
you, what you're doing, everything.
Yeah.
Full on promo for yourself.
So who do you think's the biggest artist you've ever booked?
It's not fucking me, is he?
It might be Wayne
I've been
Scott Fox.
booked once.
Wayne, I
Even
did.
if
Right.
he booked you, you'd be nowhere near the biggest.
How many times has he booked you?
Only a couple.
He's never booked you in your fucking life.
Let me tell you something though. In my defence, right? You say, look, why I play speed. I don't play an awful lot of speed goers, right? You two are. That's what you play, isn't it? That's your
No,
thing.
I play fucking all sorts.
You say all sorts, but what, like you don't play pumping house.
Wayne plays whatever he needs to feel relevant, don't you, Wayne? You're not really just keep yourself.
No,
in
but
the
Play
what
with
I'm-
my
what
sister
I'm-
sometimes.
No, but what
I
I'm
play
saying,
with your sister all the time.
You're with your sister.
Yeah, mate.
That's
That
all right.
then. We threesome, do we?
Oh, okay. I'm definitely not going there. I'm not going there. It's conversation with you two. This is. So yeah. So I look at you as like speed goes DJ, and that's what I thought you played.
Yeah,
as
but
well.
I play Bush. Can't play that in Bush. I play everything from.
Yeah.
Okay, if you want to go down naming genres like bass-driven tech.
Bass-driven tech.
Ooh.
Who's made that up?
Me just then, right now.
Bass-driven
tech.
I said if you want to go down that route of just naming fucking genres,
So you play tech house then?
Bass-driven tech.
Play tech house then.
fucking hell, now we got to put vocals on it.
Yeah, you got to put a bit
Vocal
of vocal
bass-driven
on it.
tech house.
Just so I
VBD.
know that if there's a bit of vocal event.
VB.
Do you remember when you used to get booked as DJ and they'd put all your music genres underneath your name in every club you ever played?
Yeah,
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 these
yeah.
like
Chad Lewis, house, bass, this. There'd be a list like that.
Some
I'm like,
promoters,
do you
I
really need
swear
to
to
put my whole
God,
life story on the flyer.
Some promoters just book people just so they could have God's Kitchen, Gatecrasher, Sunday Central on the flyer.
Oh well,
It
listen.
don't matter who it was, they just book them just so they could have put them club nights on
Yeah,
the
do
flyer.
you know what fucking someone done to me once? Because I've DJ'd at Ministry Sound, they put Ministry Sound under my name.
I might have had that.
What are you doing?
The funny thing about Tin Tins,
don't
right?
do that.
Ministry of Sound.
Well, this is the funny thing about Tin Tins. People still book me. Last week I got a booking for Burton. Some guy said, "Will you play Burton?" He's gone, "Could we use the Tin Tins logo?" I said, "You could, but Like,
Nothing to do with me.
I said, it's not my logo. So he's put the Tintins logo on like that massive. My name's just above it like that.
Yeah.
Right, I said,
There you
don't
go.
mind you putting the Tintins logo
example.
on. There's 2 problems there. I said, first off, you can't really see my name. I said, just see Tintins. I said, secondly, I wasn't actually a resident at Tintins. Everyone says, oh, you was a resident at Tintins because of going in there and practicing so much and doing, being involved.
Yeah.
People look back and think that I was a resident there, and I wasn't. I only played there a few times towards the end. I played there a lot. Behind the scenes.
Still an honour.
Behind the scenes, of course, an honour, and I'll take it. But, I always put them straight because to me, the residents were Andy Farley, your Mark Jarman, your Simon Bakers. They were the full-on residents. And I was only
Were Rick James there as well?
No.
Where was Rick?
Rick was everywhere, but he just weren't Tintins.
Unit 11 would have been his residence.
I'll tell you where Rick was, at West End Bar, because me
West
and
End Bar, yeah.
Dave Lee started West End Bar, and I was a resident for him. Then
Dave
Rick,
Aldershot as well.
Yeah, Dave and Rick got residency at West End Bar, and Rick started playing 2-step because he loved his 2-step. 2-step is it UK Gary's 2-step, whatever you want to call it. Sweet like chocolate and all that sort of stuff. So then he'd play that, and I'd come in to play my set, and people would be coming up to me all night. What time's Rick on? What time's Rick on? I'm like, fuck off. Honestly, I'm like, why don't you like this? So I was trying to play Sharp Boys and Sarah Parker, My Love Is Deep, and Rick had somehow accumulated this garage crowd that loved Rick James because that's what Rick James does. He he does his thing.
Yeah.
And once they had that, they didn't want to know. So what I was trying to play, they were like, they're just standing there looking at the watch like that, waiting for Rick to come on.
He's on next.
Yeah. So it completely changed the audience. The people that used to come there stopped coming because it was different music. And when I went there and tried to play what it used to be, it didn't want to know. So I either need to start playing garage or just come away from it. But yeah.
Okay. So anyway, biggest artist you've ever booked?
I've not booked many big artists. Probably Fergie or
Fergie's
Tall
big.
Paul people. No,
Tall
it's
Paul,
big,
yeah.
but I mean, I say these festivals, they book like you're huge.
Yeah, but you ain't
artists.
done
I've never done anything like that.
festival stage.
I've
I
only
mean,
ever
just for your
I've only
clubs.
ever done local events. So Fergie, yeah, I say Fergie.
Fergie, yeah.
Tony?
Tony, you
never turned up?
Get a booking, yeah. But
He never turned up?
He cancelled.
You only ever booked him once and he cancelled it?
That don't count.
He won't never let me book him again. After I told him no one turned up. No, but the thing is, at that point, that was not long before he passed.
Okay.
Oh,
So all that was, and don't forget, at that time, Tony blew up. I mean, he was just humouring me, really. I was taking the piss out of our friendship, really. Let's be honest. Tony, we come and play on the Thursday night. We come and play on the Thursday night for me at a crap old club on Bristol Street. He was just like, you know what? Don't let him down. He's a good lad. Come on, he didn't really want to play. Hence the reason he probably made up the excuse about whatever it was at the time why he couldn't come.
Yeah.
So I wasn't going to ask him again, and he was blowing up. He was huge at that.
So
time.
Fergie's
Probably the biggest DJ I booked. Yeah.
I'd like to get Fergie on here. Still talk to him.
Yeah.
Can you get him on?
Where's he living
lives
now?
in Vegas.
He lives
Oh, is he
he's
fucked
still
off,
in
is he?
Vegas, yeah.
Not enough.
I know he moved over there about 10 years ago.
Fergie moved to
didn't he?
Vegas a long time ago. Yeah. He's got a wife and everything. Lives over there now. That's his life.
Maybe we
Does
can
come
try and
out-
get him on if next time it's over.
I'll tell you what he does. He comes and does certain gigs. So he does.
I spoke to Farley. He's going to come on.
Yeah.
I
That'd be
spoke to Rafferty.
Yeah.
I want to get the Sunday Central residents.
You should
Also
get them
come
all.
on.
Get them
Great. I
all
can't
on.
fucking wait for that.
Yeah.
He's having a day off on that day. It's not yours. It's not his.
No.
Did you have any interest in
You used
hard
to
house
like
at all?
hard house?
No. So I went to one hard house club in Bristol back in about 2000, and I was off my fucking nut, and it was the best night I ever had in my life at the time.
Yeah.
But then when I go back and try and listen to it, and I've tried to listen to Fergie, I've tried to listen to Lisa Pinup, Lisa Lashley, Anne Savage, all these.
Yeah.
I'm just like, same for me.
It either is or it isn't.
It's
That's
not
the
for
thing.
me.
Yeah.
I'm big into vocals, sing-alongs, and which is why, like, I'm trying to say this in a way, I love the gay scene like you did,
Yeah.
and why I could relate with what I played to the gay scene, which is why I was always on at Pride, Chic, and the Nightingale, because I always played the vocals,
All the uplifting stuff.
whether that be bassline, speed garage, organ, like the old jacking sound that was here, or even just a revamped house version. Always
Just
worked.
full of energy stuff that you
Energetic,
vocals, I always love
driving
vocals
music
as
is
well,
what I
yeah.
like.
Yeah.
Um,
I love the early hard house stuff. I loved all that. I just didn't like it when it got really hard.
The untidy dubs and stuff like that were all wicked, man.
Like all the early Farley stuff as well, the old Tin Tins. Like, if you listen to an old Farley mix from sort of Tin Tins days,
Tin Tins era,
compared to like now, don't get me wrong, it's amazing what they do, but it's too hard for me. It just got too hard. I just didn't like that scene. But.
Is there any artists you've booked who were absolute penises and you'd never book them again?
Come on,
how long have you
come
got?
on now. Don't do this.
Why?
You don't answer that.
No, I'm not going to answer
it.
it.
Don't fucking ask that. Cut that out.
Hold on, is that on the list?
You can't. Don't answer that.
No.
You're fucking wrong 'un.
All right then, without naming them, is there any artists that
Let me
have
try
been
and think of
absolute penises?
I think we spoke about one before the show, didn't we?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest. For as many great people out there on the scene, there's arseholes as well, and let's be honest, there is. But you get that in all walks of life. You know, I'm not here to throw anyone under the bus, but yeah, I've had some encounters through the years.
Take the rough with the smooth, didn't you?
Of course you do. The thing is now, I used to take things a lot more personally when I was younger, because everything was a personal attack. If someone did something, I always thought, oh, that's an attack at me. What you do? I don't care anymore. I'm not bothered. I live and let live. I'm not bothered. However you want to carry yourself, you carry yourself. You know, I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered what people think of me. I'm not necessarily. I haven't got an opinion of those people. And if they do something wrong, let them go. That's their problem. You know, I don't take it to heart anymore.
You ever tried to book someone who's got a stupid rider?
No, I've tried to book someone who.
Fucking hell.
I tried to book someone who I thought was a friend. And all of a sudden, they got a little bit big, and this was back in again late 90s. And he sent me to his agent, and he didn't actually have an agent. He'd made the agent up, and he made the email up, and there was no real agent. It was just him.
Being his own agent.
He was.
Get the fuck out of here.
I swear to God, he was his own agent. So he said
I
to
want
me,
to know off camera.
You've got to tell us on air who that is.
No, I can't answer. But he said to me, he said, I'll play for you. You need to book me through my agent now, because otherwise they'll moan at me, and like I can't take bookings up for
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. I said, well, how much is that going to cost me? I can't remember how much it was, but it's not much more. I'll have a word with him. I said, sorry. Quite a cool minute. He's like literally him. Like, give me some email, whatever it was. I can't remember now, but yeah, it was obvious that it was him. Like, it was so obvious. I actually was cringe. I felt like I didn't even want to put the email. So I thought, I know it's you. You know that I know it's you, and
you're still going along with it, like doubling down on it.
I need to put his name. Oh yeah, but that happens a lot still. That happens still.
Yeah. Shut up.
Honestly, people will tell you they've got agents or whatever else. That does that. I've heard stories.
Do you know, right, this is the crazy thing about it. Now, I'm not proclaiming I've ever been big or I've ever done whatever. But when I went through the stage of the video thing, I was booked.
No, you was everywhere.
Fucking hell, 3-4 times on Friday.
In fact, I think I did try and book him, and he didn't come back to me.
No,
he probably ignored you because he
ignored
thought he was
me,
bigger
yeah.
than
Fucking
he was.
prick.
He come back to me when the video slowed down. That's when I got to book him at Pride. No, I'm sure. I remember you were everywhere. You were literally playing everywhere.
But do you know what I've done? Never ripped anybody off.
Yeah.
Always kept my rate fair.
Well, I'll tell you what. Do you remember I booked you for the Pride thing, right?
Yeah.
And I'd said to you, and I'd booked you, I'd come out and give you money. I'd walked out to you. You was outside. It was the part of that bar, wasn't the RSVP bar? We had the tent for Pride.
Yeah.
I'd come out and I'd give you your money. And you went, what's that for? And you went, I didn't expect to get paid. I didn't want any money. Like you hadn't. I said, no, you take your money. You did not want to take your wages. You didn't want to take it because I think you just.
Fucking hell, that's unusual because he's a money grabbing bastard. He is.
No, honestly, mate. Honestly, you didn't. And that,
Was it you I played for in Chic?
It wasn't Chic. No, you play. It was the RSVP.
Who the fuck did I play for in Chic and it didn't work not long ago?
Warren, wouldn't it? Chic, wouldn't it be Warren's?
Well, when are you talking?
No, it weren't. It weren't. I played for somebody in Chic.
Was it like a private promotion?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it flopped.
Oh. Okay.
And they tried to pay me, and I was like, "I'm not accepting your money."
Was that me? That wouldn't have been me because that would have been twice I booked you, wouldn't it?
And I wouldn't accept the money. They're like, "Wayne, I need to pay." I'm like, "You don't need to look what's happened. It's not worked.
Yeah,
it's cost me fuel."
That could have been us because I put a few events on at Chic with different people. A few of them went off. A few of them didn't work so well. So it could have been us.
And I wouldn't take the money.
Yeah, but I remember that from RSV.
Yeah.
Money and you
Didn't we have
it.
something similar?
You was really fair because
well?
it wasn't that event that we did because it was like I think it was the Pride weekend, but it wasn't the main Pride. and it wasn't really busy.
Gee,
but
we
it
had
didn't matter because we
something-
had the budget there anyway.
Doesn't
and
matter, though.
You was reluctant to take the money. And I always remember that because normally people are chasing you around the club. You know, can you put
Yeah.
But I don't see
Well,
that.
I'm sure you had something on at the works, one of the top rooms at the works, and I played for you, and it was shutting early.
Where was that? The works?
Top of Broad
The old
Street.
gate crusher.
Oh, yes.
I'm sure you had something up there. And
No.
I was supposed to play 3 till 4, and you said, "Oh, Mickey, I'm sorry, the fucking club shut early." And you tried to give me money, and I went,
Was that at the works or was it when it was Gatecrasher? 'Cause I used
It
to
might
book-
have been
I used to book
Gatecrasher.
the DJs for Gatecrasher.
Yeah, it might have been
It was,
Gatecrasher up the top.
they called it bed. It was the
Bed,
bed.
yeah.
Yeah,
So it
upstairs,
was-
weren't he?
Well, you run
I'm sure.
bed.
Yeah.
I've played for you for bed as well then.
Hey, that's free already. See what I mean?
Yeah.
You owe me a lot more than you think.
But I'm
Yeah, I
sure
played the bed. You had the back room,
tried
didn't
to
you?
By the end of this,
you
we'll have
tried to
worked
pay
out
me
about
on
half
that
a dozen
one,
bookings.
and I just went, nah, just give me my fucking petrol money, man. That'll do.
I can't remember. So we booked a lot of DJs
Because
for it.
I think the room shut early.
Yeah, I
Because we
played
weren't
the
very
bed.
busy in the
Again,
main part.
they gave me that room because when Gatecrasher came and Simon obviously opened that massive club, Dave Lee was there, and I was Dave's friend from. He started West End Bar. He started the original West End Bar. Him and his missus, and he ran Gatecrasher and he said, "Do you want to take on that room?" He said, "Look," so I was promoting Diva at the time, and I was getting a lot of people in. And he said, it's hard, it's a hard room because the last room that people don't even know it's there.
Yeah.
You know, he said that's why I call it bed because everyone's fucking asleep up there. So took on that room, and some weeks were good. Some weeks were good. It's almost like if you could get a certain amount of people in that came in and they
It's
stayed.
busy when I was there.
Obviously.
Really fucking busy.
See, it was quiet when you was there, was it?
Shut early.
I ain't the promoter. I ain't the promoter. I ain't the promoter.
Oh, yeah. No, but it was one of them rooms, right? It was almost like if you got a group of people come up the stairs and they and then the next lot came
And they realise it's
and then,
there.
You know, you ever had when you play in the club and you're playing, then you get a bunch of people come in. They go, "Oh, like up here." Then the next lot will come, and all of a sudden you got a crowd. Then the other people pop their head in, they see a crowd, so they stay. Whereas if that first lot go, the next lot come up, have a look round, and it's almost like they just keep doing that.
Yeah, in a big
And
circle.
Some weeks you could catch it right, other weeks it was hard. You'd literally be playing to no one. It was such a weird one.
I'm like that though. If to me, you put a lot of time and effort into promote a night, to build the night, to book the night, to organise a night, and they don't always work.
No, it's part and parcel.
And I'm like, yeah, you may have a budget for it, but that's still going to put you out of pocket what you've already spent.
Yes and no. I mean, I'll be honest, because that's what I'm here for. You know, in the early years, I did make some mistakes in promoting. The old days, what you used to do, you put an event on, and I'm talking again, late 90s, maybe, 96, 97, 98.
Yeah.
You put an event on, you had no money to put an event on. You just got the venue for free. You called all your DJ mates, put it out, you put it live, put the flyers out.
Hoped it did well so you could pay them on
Hoped
the
it did
night.
well. If nobody turned up on the night, you had no money. So you had no money to give. There was no money there. So all you tell all the can't pay you. I'd be like, oh, okay, whatever. So that happened a lot. So it's only in later years I thought, right, you got to treat it like a business. You put an event on, you got to make sure that, you know, whatever the DJ bill is, regardless of whether one person
gotta
comes through
pay
that
it,
door,
innit?
the money's got to be there for them DJs because they're going to talk about you. It's not right anyway, whatever.
I never mentioned that until now.
No, but I'm saying that's,
Yeah, but
that's,
at least
I
what
always
you're
remember
saying
that.
is at least they've got a choice whether to go,
No,
I
but
don't
we
want
would,
your money, mate.
we would do that anyway. We'd always pay the DJs. I've had nights that maybe you have 3 rooms, the third room isn't that busy for whatever reason. Maybe the guys in that room didn't pull their weight and bring their... People don't realise this. If you're putting an event on, you've got 20 DJs, right? Ideally, you want each one of those DJs. And I've had this argument, not an argument, but I've had these words with DJs so many times, and they're like, well, you're the promoter. I'm like, I know. He's him.
He's one of them.
No, but listen, here's the thing, right? Yes, I get it, because it is us promoting night. Why should I? No, I'm not filling your night for you. Book me, you fill it. But my point is, if I book 20 DJs, I can't reach your... I can only... If I tag...
I will
tagging you on a
happily
post...
share a post. If I'm tagged in one and it comes up, I'll share it. No problem.
It's not be great.
But
though.
I have got an issue with don't expect me to promote the night for you. I'll promote if I'm tagged in a post.
Yeah.
Don't expect me to think about it on a Tuesday night.
No, we don't want... Yeah, I get what you're saying.
get what I
There's
mean?
a grey area.
It is a grey area.
There are
want to
some
support-
promoters out
and-
there who want you to push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been in fucking group chats where it's
Yes.
like, can you all be by your computer at 7:30 on Tuesday?
Yeah.
No.
No, yeah, I will
No.
be, but I won't be on this.
You-
Yeah, no, some people.
no.
So what you
If
get
you
is,
tag me in the post when I do open my Facebook and I see it, I'll share it.
because I'll tell you what there is. There's another.
It's not my responsibility.
I get it. There's different ways of promoting. What some promoters do as well. And there's one recently again. It's not anyone that we know, not any of the normal guys that
Fucking
we know.
is. It's somebody we know.
Honestly,
Someone we're close to.
This is a guy that popped up out of nowhere, did this massive event, put loads of DJs on. I'm talking 40 DJs probably. I looked at it, I thought, right, okay, he's got 40 DJs on. The venue's open for 8 hours. You've got 2 rooms. How's that working? Straight away, no one
15-minute sets. I've seen this.
Yeah, no one bothered looking. Right,
I've fucking seen these
That's the
15-minute
first thing I did,
sets.
right? No,
With
but
it,
listen to
man.
this. So I looked, I thought, right, that's not happening. So what you've done, this is another scenario. There's different ways of promoting. And all these loopholes that I fell into when I was younger, I see it happening all the time. And I think, right, if I book half of Birmingham, each one of those DJs will sell me X amount of tickets. And I don't even need to do anything. They'll all sell it.
Yeah.
And then they do a big group on Facebook every day. In other words, you lot sell this event for me. I'll
And
book you all.
I'm sitting at home.
Really, there's no
telling
problem.
you to
in it.
do my
You just
job on
booked half of
Facebook.
Birmingham and expect each one of them to sell one ticket and it'd be rammed because that many. But
just- I
actually,
just
then
think
you get
it's-
cancelled the night before because there was never a set for you anyway.
Yeah,
because
it's just
it's
lazy.
mathematically impossible.
it's
Open for 8
lazy
hours, got 50
promotion, man.
DJs.
It's just lazy promotion.
Yeah,
That's
but
what
that
I
though when
think
you
it
get
is.
cancelled the night before.
Yeah.
I've been getting ready, literally been getting ready. And
I've
then
got to a venue and they've cancelled when I've arrived.
Oh, I've done that. I've had that.
And I've gone, right, that's out of order.
Well, the promoter's gone home. That was the best one. Promoter's gone home. I'm like, okay, do you want me to play still? Is he, you know?
I just think though, if you're a promoter, I've done a few nights where I've promoted. I don't expect anyone to do anything for me. It's down to me. If I've booked you and you want to share the event, I'll tag you in it to say Chad's playing, Wayne's playing, Dave's playing.
Yeah.
Whoever, I'll tag you in it.
You never asked me once for Wide Awake or anything like that to promote.
You played at Wide Awake, didn't you?
Never asked me once to
No,
promote.
because it's
No, that's
not
really
your
good.
problem.
No, I
don't
get
think
it.
he's
I get it
You
from
know,
both
the way I
sides,
look
yeah.
at it, it's like, yeah, I understand but we want to reach your crowd too, which is
Yeah.
sound. So
No, it's not-
tag me in your post.
It's
No, it
nice
doesn't
for a
matter.
I'll
DJ.
share it. But if I've got to sit there on a Tuesday night at 7:30 waiting for you to give me a post to repost,
100%.
I'm not into that
You're-
because
you're never gonna
they'll
give-
say, yeah, but but you want to get paid, didn't you? So you want people in. Okay, sound. So how many do we need in to pay everyone? So we need 150 in. Okay, so if you get 450 in, you're going to pay me any more?
Yeah, I get that.
You're not.
I get that. There is a grey area.
So I ain't doing the extra work.
Some DJs some promoters lean on their DJs too much.
Yeah,
Almost
way
like they've-
too much,
It's
man.
almost like they're not promoters. They've just booked every DJ that they think is going to promote it for them.
Yeah.
For me, it's more of a case. Okay, if I book, a dozen DJs, I just want you to at least
Let people
now
know I'm
and
there.
then, just because there's DJs in Birmingham, right? And I swear to God, this is the God's honest truth. They'll get booked for an event, right? They'll be booked by the promoter, and they won't give it one share. They might share it on the night.
Yeah.
Say, catch me later at such and such.
When
Like,
it's absolutely pointless because
actually,
no one's had any time to plan
No
for it.
one's planned for it.
Yeah.
You didn't validate your booking in. All I'm asking you to do is if I'm good enough to book you, just
I
at
will
least
happily
validate
post.
the booking to your crowd and say,
Yeah.
you know what, I'll be playing
You-
down. I'm not expecting you every night to be
You
on there.
book
but
me for your event, tag me in your post, I will share that
give it a
post.
share. Yeah, just validate it.
But
Just let
like
your
I said,
audience know.
I've been
that's
in
it.
them groups, man, where it's like, right, this is going out at 6 o'clock on Monday. Can you all be
Felton's
ready?
bad for that,
Can you all be ready to do this?
Felton's a fucking nightmare.
Can you do this? Can you do that? And it's like,
there's some really bad ones.
this
out
is
there.
my time. That ain't your time. Your time's to promote it. That's, if I want to share it, tag me in it, I'll share it.
Yeah.
That's my time.
I
ain't going to be hanging around waiting
I
in
get it from-
anticipation for what post
Do you know
you're
what
going to
fucking
send
Felton
me.
done to me?
Go on.
So, it's quite obvious. I tell people, he said he watches the podcast. I do not have social media anymore.
You don't?
No,
What about your videos? Or you don't do the videos anymore? Nothing at all?
nothing. I haven't had social media for a year. Mickey has more socials.
Oh, for this, like,
For this,
promote
yeah.
it, yeah.
Right, so Mickey, I don't go on there. When the football's on, I kind of run on quickly to check the walls.
Occasionally he
walls
will,
groups.
Yeah.
he will message me saying, "What have you posted?" My fucking Facebook's going mad.
Yeah, right. So I don't go on there at all. So Felton messaging me like fuck on Facebook, and because I haven't replied, give me warm up next week.
I've had that. I've had that scenario.
6 till 7.
Yeah.
And I've
Hold on,
texted him.
Hold on, I'm on at 6 till 7.
You're in
Different room.
a different room. You're in the main room here.
No, I'm in the terrace. Oh, we're talking about the same event. House
House
Legends.
Legends.
So what room are you playing in?
I'm in the chic room.
Where's the chic room?
Well, you've
little
got the
one
main
at the
room.
Yeah.
You got upstairs.
Yeah.
And then you got the little room. I'm in the little room.
Right, okay.
You
So we're all at the
upstairs
same
on the
time. Me and you.
upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've texted him, fucking 6 or 7. Well, I couldn't get hold of you, and I'm like,
So does that room open? Does that room open at 6? I've got yeah.
yeah, because the event starts at 3.
Yeah.
And I've gone, fucking warm up. This is your fault.
tell you
You
what,
ain't
mate.
promoted it. You ain't done this. I said, I've not got social media.
I'll tell you what it is. From a promoter's point of view, it can be frustrating because you're putting these big events on, and Felton spends a lot of money on these events.
Phone
It is
me.
hard. No, I'm not saying that with your situation. I don't know. But sometimes I've had it myself. Like, I had a DJ that kept asking me, and again, I'm not going to say his name because you know who he is. He kept asking me for bookings. Like, he would inbox me and say, right, can you put me on? How come you ain't booked me for you? I'm like, I'll book it. I said, just
Chris K, that is.
No, it's not Chris. Oh, I bumped into Chris K in Asda last week.
Yeah.
I bumped into Chris K in Asda last week. He went, "Oh, why?"
Ain't seen him
Apparently,
for a bit.
his granddad knows my mum from somewhere or other. I said, bring her over then. She needs some company anyway. He's like, he said he's lonely. I said, well, yeah, mummy's as well. And it'll save me having to go on that day. So, like, you know. So, yeah, that was nice to see him. I hadn't seen him for a while. I like Chris. But anyway, yeah, so what was I on about?
Promoters.
That's the ADHD, just whizzes off. Promoters.
I think promoters can expect something, but don't
Right,
expect.
but I've
us
been
to
playing
promote
for
it
Felton since
forever.
2007 or 8 when he had Simple Hype.
Yeah.
Him and Berkey.
Yeah.
That's how long I've been playing for Felton. And because I've never replied in the fucking Facebook chat,
You got the warm up.
I've got warm up. So now my whole
It
set's
happens.
fucked because I've got my set in my head what I want to play.
Mate, I've got to be
and I
honest.
can't play it.
It's
I've got
like
to be honest.
effectively, you're asking us to do flyering.
No,
digital flyering.
I actually did this. I had to do it to someone last year at one of the events, only because, again, I'd been booking this particular person, you know, looking after him, putting him on, and he didn't do anything at all. And he was online. He was there. He was active, but just chose to pretty much ignore the event when he pretty much asked me, and I took that. I was like, okay, that's shit. That's just like, you know. That's wrong, innit? That doesn't sit well. If you're on there every day and you're still not sharing that thing, so I thought, you know what? Yeah, you can have the early set because you didn't do anything. You didn't support.
You've got to tell people you're there. You've got to let your people know.
Of course you
Yeah,
have.
100%.
You know,
You know,
having a
there's
promoter's
a difference
point.
between-
100%. I know I'm anal about it, but I do.
No.
I will post
Yeah,
about
I get it. I get it. You know, I'm here and I'm on it. You know, I don't even tell people what time because
Yeah.
you get some people thinking Wayne's on 12 till 1.
Yeah.
I'll get there at 11:30 and I'll leave at whatever. Well, I'm trying to help the promoter and the venue as well.
I set times for me. Just recently, I've stopped putting them on last year because I
Yeah.
thought, you know what? Everyone goes through this thing now whereby they release. Back in the 90s and the early 90s, you didn't know who was on. So you went to the club, there's loads of DJs on. You look forward to, you got there early because you didn't want to miss anyone.
Yeah.
By us telling you who's on, you can pick and choose what
can
time
go,
you come in.
Yeah.
Oh, I
And,
don't
you
want to
know,
see
it'd
him.
be
And
like,
I
oh, you
definitely
know
don't want
what?
to see him. So I ain't
You
going
know,
to get there.
Chad
till
and Wayne's
5.
on at 6, so we'll get there at 7.
Yeah.
So
I'll be like this, I will. Hey, come here.
7:30 just in
Fucking
case
go
the
and tell me how many
DJ's
people
late.
upstairs on
Yeah,
the
oh,
fucking.
you used to
Go
do
and
that.
film it.
I'll be like,
Go and
I
film
used
it
to
and
do
bring
that.
it back to me because I'm going to rip Chad.
I'll be like, how many you got in there? Like, it's a good handful in there, Chad. I'm like, how many? Like 6. I'm like, no, anymore.
I'd leave it till 7:30 just in case there's a DJ that's late.
But that's the point. I don't bother releasing set times anymore. I was up until last year, and I thought, actually, I'm not going to do it anymore.
Yeah.
I want people to come early and just actually
Enjoy the night.
They're on
enjoy
when
the
they're
night
on.
and just not worry too much who's on when.
Do you
Just
think,
enjoy
though,
it.
as well, some of the nights are too long now, especially for our age type people?
Well, yeah. Because that recent one that we put a poll up saying,
'Cause
do you want it nighttime or daytime? I was like, daytime. We want to be on by
You know,
12.
a lot of events I used to go to, it was 10 till 4,
Yes. Yeah.
which, you know, 10 till
was-
4, let's be honest, you get in there between 10 and half past. You're not bothered who's on.
Nah, that was
And you're
in-
not bothered when all the other DJs are on because you know you're going to be there at the end anyway.
Yeah.
So you're going to see it all.
Well, the thing is, this is the tricky one with the warm up, wasn't it? Because as a promoter, you anticipate that you open at 10, they're coming at 11, half 11. You open at 11, they're coming at half 12. Nobody wants to be the first one in the club.
Yeah.
You know, so they all think, oh, I'll be cool and I'll come an hour after it's open. So that first DJ really struggles. Apart from every now and then you'll get the queue. Even if you've got a massive queue outside, say like we did on the first 30 event, huge queue.
Trickle them in.
Took an hour and a half to get them in because Dale was didging about with the wristbands and whatever else. So the first DJs, even though we had a rammed club, there was all out there like chomping at the bit to get in to hear the first DJ. They couldn't get in because they couldn't get through the queue.
Couldn't get through quick
By the time
enough,
they got in that first, you feel sorry for the warm up DJs because It's a bloody hard job, warm-up DJ.
We're
It's
warming
hard.
up.
We're warming up, yeah. It's a hard job. It's a hard job.
How long we got on this one now? Because it's half. It's
Go on. We're all right for a bit.
I'm going for a piss.
and so I'm thinking we've been going nearly 2 hours.
We'll get these. There's about three more before we have
How
a
long have we
break
been going?
anyway.
I'll tell you what, mate, we're not care. We'll be straight
Hour
up House of Legends
35,
from here,
hour
won't we?
35.
Hour 35 we've been going.
Have we?
We should meant to be going an hour.
Oh, really? Is it 1 hour
Nah,
on
we do
this?
a bit longer than that when there's people in.
Christ.
You must be interested, Chad.
No, mate. I'll tell you what. I sort of bang on and bang on. You got
Which great.
Sometimes you have got to stop me though, because like you'll literally get around
No,
shit
no.
that you can't
It's been
even
interesting,
use.
man. It's been interesting. So, what was your go-to record shop? Completely changing subject.
What
What was your go-to record shop back in the day?
It changed. I mean, as I say, when I first started record shopping at Global Grooves, 'cause that was the only cool shop.
Yeah.
Other than that, it was HMV. But then obviously Tempest came along. I love Tempest. You worked at Tempest, didn't you?
Yeah.
Although I don't remember. you from Tempest.
Did you work at Tempest?
No,
I never.
I went to the top floor was the core floor, wasn't it? So
Yeah,
I come
yeah,
up there and you what was the guy you had on there? What was his name? They got used to run it. Mark.
Mark.
So you guys would always be there, wouldn't you? You'd be in the back sorting that. I love Tempest. And you had the decks right by the counter.
That's it, man.
I loved that. I loved being able to go in a
Superb
record
place.
shop and sit with the next DJ and just hand you a handful of records and you just play. Something amazing about that.
Add into that, how important do you think record shops were
Really important.
for not only like getting your records, but the actual scene?
Again, it was a culture,
Obviously, the
wasn't it?
flyering and stuff like that. You used to go in there, weren't you?
It was it was a culture. It was you'd go say a Saturday afternoon, you'd go uptown, do a bit of record shopping, you'd go around all the record shops, you'd see your mates, you'd see your peers, you'd see some DJs. You know, you didn't necessarily know, but you'd be sat next to them, they'd be listening to their music, you'd get talking, or you'd see. It's amazing how many clubbers that wasn't even DJs used to go record shopping as well. Used to just go buying records. It was a scene on its own. And what I used to love about it was you could find gems that no one else had. You've got Tempest or wherever,
That was the good thing about it then, weren't it? Having stuff that nobody else had. You can't do that now. What?
You ever played Deep Tech?
Deep Tech. No, Deep Tech. I played Deep Vocal Tech.
Deep vocal.
I've done Deep Vocal Tech.
Deep vocal tech
What is
house.
Deep Tech? Do you know what the funny thing was?
Have you not heard the story about Deep Tech?
No.
Oh, God. Give him a brief outline.
Basically, deep tech. People start telling me they're playing deep tech.
Coming in
It's like,
asking him, we need some Deep
Oh,
Tech.
so when you was at Tempest?
Yeah.
So people would come up and say, oh,
What's deep?
I'm playing Deep Tech.
yeah.
What
I
new
don't know
Deep
what
Tech?
Whatever
Tech
was
is.
trendy though, wasn't
It's
it?
deep house or it's tech house. Which one
And
do
you
you
give
want?
them a handful of records
I want
last night.
deep tech.
Deep Tech.
And they all got confused because of, I mean, we said this on Dave's show. They got confused because you remember when we used to put the labels in Tempest on the sleeves? Well, we had a section called Deep House, Tech House.
Yeah.
But because of the label being smaller, it didn't fit it all on. So it
So
said Deep Tech.
that's what it was. They're all.
There's your Deep records and there's your
There's
Tech.
your Tech.
label
Up
There's
there.
never been a genre called tech.
So they've made
What's
their own
tech?
up and they come in the basket, but
It's
you're like,
tech
well,
house
what
or
is
it's
it?
techno, isn't it? So yeah, deep tech now became a thing in Birmingham.
Most
like,
people didn't know. Though you'd be surprised the amount of DJs that actually didn't know anything about the genres. They didn't know what to
mental,
ask
man.
for.
It's
Early on
what
with me.
sounded good.
But you imagine early on with me when I didn't understand what that sound was. So I'm going to a record shop and I'm saying, right, have you got that one that goes like this? Or
Yeah.
and I'd be
Yeah.
like, can you?
We used to
imagine I'm
love
speaking
that.
to you, you'd be
We
like,
used to
right,
love
this
that.
guy's here singing
have you got
to me.
have you got the one with the female vocal?
Have you got that one? Bacon fries. Bacon fries. And it's like, no.
That used to kill us. The one with the female vocal. Goes,
Oh, yeah.
Warp, 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 warp.
It goes bum, bum, bum.
See,
bum.
I never really.
Got
I
about
never,
400 of them, mate. Do you want to go through them all?
I didn't
tried
really
me
go
that.
to Tempest. I went to Hard to Find.
Hard to find. Oh, mate, their prices are.
But I didn't really know about Tempest when I just knew about Hard to Find. And I used to not care what it was. I just used to listen.
Yeah.
And if it sounded good, I wanted it.
Because you could pick them off the wall. You didn't need to go up to anyone and say, can you give us
No,
some?
you're
Just
searching
take-
and
Why
then
not? You
putting
just
them down and
take them
on.
off the counter things, couldn't you as well? Just pick all your own records and go and sit down. You didn't really.
I never liked
Have you
Hard to
got?
Find.
Have you got any of the white labels from Hard to Find from say 98 through to 2002, 2003? So what we did back in the day, Dave will tell you this, because I used to sell them. And Davey's mum had the tyre factory in Albury.
Yeah.
So he used to buy the vinyl, didn't he? He used to sell it as well, along with the
Fucking
FM.
hell, did he?
So I used to do a lot of bootlegs back in the day. I used to send them to
Cut
independent.
that out.
Why? Are you allowed to?
Nobody-
Are you allowed to speak about that?
Yeah, no one gives a shit
No,
nowadays,
because
do they?
I used to. There was a place in Nottingham called Independent, and they would literally press anything. They didn't need any CPS, any PR, nothing at all.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. So I would go into Hard to Find and see the guys and say, what do you need? They'd be like, well, we're running low on Lady Cop and this. And so I'd just put the 4 tracks together, send them to independent, press up 100 copies or 500 copies, straight down to Hard to Find, straight down to Swordfish, straight down to Tempest, Free Shade, 50, 50, 50, job done.
No, to the turntable.
I was making a killing, honestly, mate. I've got some, these white labels with all these different funny names, and what was my back? BRB. Some of them are BRB 001 white labels. You probably got one in your old. That was us, backroom boys. We were.
Well, you mentioned record labels and that there as well. You used to run one called Groovedigital.
Yes.
Little birdie tells me that's coming back.
Yeah, coming back for its 25th.
What's the idea behind that?
Well, we started that in 2000s with Adam Funk Agenda.
I can say you had Adam on the label, didn't you?
Yeah, well, he was doing all the production for it, and back then he was the original Lars. He was doing everyone's productions, everyone's stuff. So we thought, you know what, let's start this label. No one was getting their stuff out. There was no label for anyone to. There was no platform. None of the labels were touching the local Birmingham guys. So it was all like just putting them out. So we thought, get a label together, and we launched Groovedigital, and we launched it through Unique at the same time as Steve Angelo's label, Size Records. Exactly same management, same people, and they all went out at the same time, and it just blew up. It just blew up. It was getting played on all the radio stations. All the big DJs were playing the stuff.
Adam was blowing up big at that time.
And Adam got big as well. Yeah,
Adam was massive at that time.
Adam got huge, and then he moved over to Tour Room and left me with it, which obviously put me in a predicament because I couldn't produce at that time.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I got a label, got no tracks to put on this. So, you know what I mean? Adam was like all of a sudden doing loads of stuff.
Yeah,
So then
massive things.
And at the same time, vinyl was falling through. So vinyl was going, and it was all going to CDs.
So you're bringing it back digitally?
So bringing it back digitally, but not full on. Doing a 25th anniversary release and maybe a couple of others this summer. But I don't think I'm going to bring it back full on because it's time consuming.
Yeah,
I haven't got the time to run a label, and a lot has changed. It's tedious. There's a lot of crap involved in doing it. And what it is, right? Well, you know, because you run Criminal Records, and that's quite a big label. You've had some really good releases on there. So you know, do you still run that? Is that still live?
Yeah,
you still do it now? Still run up and running?
So you still release regular on there?
Yeah, it still is a digital label.
And how does it go?
The way I'd say, if you want to do it as a hobby, it's great.
Yeah.
If you want to do it as a business,
There's no money.
There can be money in it, but you've got to get it on the right playlists and stuff like that. And I suppose it's got to be the right sort of sound as well.
What I was finding with when it moved from vinyl is nothing was recouping. So what was happening with if you're you're a young producer and you get signed to a record label, because we'd had all that hype when it was vinyl, it was seen as quite a big label. For someone to get on the label, they were like, wow, on Groovedigital, they thought loads of money was coming their way. But once it went digital, nothing was recouping. We'd get these quarterly statements. It'd be like £6, but you've got to have £50 to give us the invoice kind of thing. So we kept getting them every quarter. Yeah. And I'd say to the artist, look, there's no money. It's not recouped yet. Have a look. Be like, well, hold on.
But there is people like you do their own digital labels who do make some dough out of it. I know there's a lad we've had on here, Lee, and he seems to do all right.
Some of them do.
Out of what he does. But again, is it the scene? He does like drum and bass, and it's quite specific niche in drum and bass. So maybe he's got a target market. I
think you've got a big platform as well.
I just find that tunes nowadays just get it's saturated.
There's so many. I mean, how many tracks you reckon are coming out?
There's 50,000 a day.
Is it Friday? How many?
I'm
tracks
sure
coming out
it's something like 50,000 a day.
50,000 tracks a day
across them digital platforms.
We're one. Locally, you might have a bit of a platform. You can reach out to your local people.
Yeah.
But here's the two problems with it. One, record labels are not brought by local people, and also, say my Facebook, I can promote an event to the local people because they're the ones coming out.
They want it for free. Anyway.
I could post up a picture of my mum and get a good amount of likes. If I post a picture of a record label or say something that no one's interested, because the people on my page, they're not. It's DJ talk, isn't it?
Yeah.
These people are not buying records, so as much as they want to support you, that's great and it's appreciated. I'm not gonna say, can you please buy some records? And you're not even DJing. I'm not doing that. I don't want you to buy my record unless you DJ. What's the point? I'm not selling my soul to build a record label. Oh, please buy my record. And I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
If you're an artist or a DJ, you want to buy it. If not, I'm not doing it. So then all of a sudden, okay, am I just going to be a busy fool? Am I spending all this time doing this? There's no money in it. I've got enough to be doing anyway. I'm not doing it for the clout 'cause I've been there and done it. I'm not trying to necessarily get anywhere because I'm quite happy where I am. Yeah. Just sort of sitting under the radar, enjoying it a little bit. Not too out there.
If you do it as a hobby, you'll enjoy it.
I know, but then, you know...
But it's a hobby that takes up a bit of your time.
I've got loads of hobbies. I've got, you know, there's stuff that I've got to do that's just not being done already. So, look, you know, it's one of them. So, yeah, we'll see. I'm going to do the 25th anniversary release, see how that goes, and just take it from there. No expectations.
Last two questions before we have a quick break then. You've been in the scene around 30 years. Yeah. What keeps you going? Why are you still here?
Just the love of the music, really. That's as simple as that. And DJing wise, love of the music. Still love my music. Yeah. And I've retired many times. I've retired.
Are you one of them?
Are you one of them?
Well,
Andre said to me, "You've retired more times than Frank Sinatra should take that put together." And I have. Honestly, I've because
coming on to that, the last question before we do have a break is, when are you actually going to fucking retire?
I don't know.
Wow.
I know.
It's the way that he said it.
Look, now.
That is the last
one. Don't you think you've done enough?
That was a threat.
Don't you think you've done enough? Don't you think you've saturated it
Come on now. That was like a threat.
When are you going to fucking retire?
I think, in all honesty, look, I did retire last year. I normally do it once a year at least. Yeah. I normally have to retire once a year.
Just so you can have that
No, do you know what it is?
Retirement party.
I've got, you know how your normal process where people say you'll get burnout and you'll just be sick of everything and everyone.
I had that.
You know, like you don't want to talk to no one. You don't want to be on the scene. You hate everyone. Everything you see, you like.
And that's just me on a normal day.
No, but some people, like, on a good day, I'm all right. I can tolerate anything. On a bad day, I don't want a bar of anything. And I have that process sort of goes quite quickly for me. So at the minute, I'm all right. But it might be that next week I've had enough. And so I just don't know. I'll just do it while I'm in. All I can say is, if you're enjoying it, do it. If you're not enjoying it, don't do it. Shouldn't have to answer to everyone. I'm sure people don't give a crap whether I retire or not. Yeah. So if I'm enjoying it, I'll do it. And if I'm not, then I won't.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever retire, if I'm honest.
You don't ever really retire because you always, you retire as in you tell someone on Facebook you're retiring.
Some days you just have enough
choose to have a break.
Yeah.
But really, the music's in you, whether you choose to play it out. I'm not one of these people that DJs all the time.
The music's in you.
It's there. It's always there. And that's the thing, yeah.
Right, let's have a quick break then. Tune for the break this week is Bass Dominators and Joker. A young lad from Plymouth who I've got on one of mine and Riggs' tracks, and this is called True Crime.
Every day we slip. It wouldn't be life if you didn't make mistakes. It's full of razor blades and snakes. Make the way down the tunnel to your brain and then they stay to play. They get involved in some shit I gotta save today. You're too trusting, hate to say. Explains why you walked over day to day. You gotta toughen up, don't take shit from a two-faced prick. Just drown him and spit, then we gone quick. I'm on a new plan, shows who I am. I got a long route like a postman, but I'm close fam. Tearing down the walls like a man with a van, but I bet chill with the sound. If I kinda need sedating, it's frustrating. Will it creating with no control? I think I move over to Beijing, so they're just lazing. Keep my mind in the casing, never chasing. Well, for now, guess I'm racing. True crime, everybody two timing. Try me the route without you, I'm climbing. While you're clinging onto others and declining. I keep rhyming, thanks to the timing. You see my mind admiring. I think I've had enough, fed up. This shit can get tiring. It got me all stuck in a wire and not so inspiring. When you get bit by that idling clown downtown with the frown that's the size of a mountain. So high like a falcon, bass starts bouncing. I spray like a fountain and shouting a mountain. You know what I mean? Hesitant, I couldn't do it all. You see, you think you control, but you're free. Man, it's just the same old me, locked in with a G. I'm fine for the week. My princess 3-volt peep, just running my sheep all week, just counting my streak. I think I got a little lesson to learn before I turn to the depression, second guessing and burn. Without question or turn, as I be yearning for the days, but I'm just stuck up and turning, always stuck up in turn because I fuck on my worm. I'm gonna do what I want, change a font, drop a bomb, sing a song, rip a bomb. I couldn't care what you think. I'm on my own road. I couldn't care about a bozo solo grind till I'm fucked on my own. So cold powder in my nose, oh no, got a flow zone. So I just keep on lease and I'm free from keys. Every hour just some cheese I need. I gotta keep the peace, but I can seem to seek. I just seek, I'm weak.
Welcome back to the Ranting and Raving podcast with myself, Wayne Scott Fox, Mickey Williams, and of course, Chad Lewis.
How you doing?
Bit of fun this side of the podcast after the break, mate.
I just want to say I hope they enjoyed the tune. Do you know what he normally does? He normally lets the guest put a tune on.
Oh, does he?
No.
Did you not trust my...
Do you see what I mean?
Did you normally let a guest put a tune on? You've not even allowed me to put
Put one
a
of
tune on.
your tunes on, but he hasn't done it for you for some reason.
Why not, Mickey?
I've heard them.
Come on, there's many bad ones. There's a couple of good ones as well.
I'll be honest, I didn't even think. I've never had you down as a producer, though. I always had you down as the DJ.
Well, yeah, I mean, long story short, I haven't really been known as a producer. The only reason recently I've
You did some jacking bits, didn't you?
when everyone was doing jacking,
Yeah.
that would have been fun work at Tempest, wouldn't it? Coming in for the jacking. Everything was jacking. And not everything was Detroit House. Remember, it's Detroit jacking house.
It wouldn't have been fun for me.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Definitely wouldn't have been fun for me.
All of a sudden, everything was Detroit jacking house. But that's not fucking Detroit jacking house, is it? But that's us just stealing all the parts and making what we want with them in Birmingham again. But yeah.
Right, okay. So as you were saying, we're moving on to what now?
We're going to do a quick fire round, all based on answers for Chad, really. So just answer as quick as you can.
Okay.
That's the way we do this one. So best club in Birmingham ever.
Tin Tins.
Hang on, let's do one. You do one, I do one. You do another one.
Go on then.
Right. Most overrated club.
Oh, overrated. That's an interesting one. You're gonna hate it. Just give
You
me
can
a
put it.
minute.
Do you want to put club or do you want to
Do you want me to tell you mine?
a night in a club?
The Works.
The Works.
Yeah, fucking hated that venue, man.
I'll tell you, if I thought the Gatecrasher one was overrated on Broad Street, just because
That's the one, yeah. Turned into the Works, didn't he?
yeah,
After?
but because Gatecrasher to me was always this really cool underground trance thing, and when it went there, not their fault, but I think they attracted the Broad Street crowd, and it was very cheesy.
Yeah,
But it was
definitely
still
not.
getting loads of hype, and then when people come in, the people that love Gatecrasher were coming to it. They were going, this isn't Gatecrasher.
No, too commercial,
so it
wasn't
was
it?
that a little bit.
I think they had a fucking R&B room at one point. It's like, when would you have an R&B room?
Do you ever go
at
to God's
Gatecrasher?
Kitchen?
Yes, yeah. I played there once.
I played at Air.
Yeah.
It weren't God's Kitchen when I played there, though. I can't remember what it was.
It was Code before it was Code, then Air, wasn't it?
Was he?
Yeah, because they called it Code. I think it was something to do with the codes for the DJ rigs or something when they first opened.
Next question.
One tune that guaranteed the place went off.
It's got to be one of your obvious ones, hasn't it? Like I said earlier, like Gordon's Groove or any of the trotters. They always got the room going.
Okay, so name a tune you never want to hear again.
What I used to like, or
No, just
Anything? Or an overplayed one if you want, yeah.
Bass Dominators,
probably
Chain of
one of my
Fools.
old ones.
Bass Dominators, Chain of Fools or something like that.
The funny thing about that is that weren't my tune. That was Dave and
I've not heard
Riggsy. Unlawful.
I actually did one way back in the day for Groovedigital, and sometimes you go in the studio and you think you've got this idea in your head,
Yep.
and it doesn't come out like that, and it was awful.
And you never want to hear that again.
Put it out again. I didn't want to hear it again then. I didn't want to hear it again. I found it, someone had it on Discogs, I had a copy of it. I'm like, I felt like buying it just so it wasn't on there anymore. It was awful. It was awful.
Pumping House or Speed Garage?
Pumping House.
Vinyl or digital?
I love vinyl because it's from my era, but I don't really care. I just whatever comes out the speaker, as long as it's good, that's all that matters.
Rewinds, yes or no?
No.
Good. I'm so fucking glad he said that.
Good lad.
I hate them MCs. Yo, the DJ, spin round. Get off the fucking mute him, I do. You know when the people book me and I've got an MC on. I'll just take the mic out. Fuck, you know MC.
Have you ever had it really turn up and there's like an MC on with the last DJ, or someone comes in and they want to be an MC?
I'm like, mate,
go
no.
away,
and
no.
they're trying to do their thing when you DJ.
Go away.
What's the best crowd you've ever had? Is it over in Birmingham? It can be anywhere, not just Birmingham.
God, it's been that many through the years, but I love Birmingham a lot. I love our crowd. I think, I know we're biased, but I do love the Birmingham crowd. They know how to enjoy themselves.
Flip it then. Worst crowd you've ever had?
Probably Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know where my worst crowd
I
was?
got booked to play a Hard House event. It wasn't even a Hard House club.
Oh, wow.
Worst crowd I've
That
had.
would have been interesting.
This will shock you. Worst crowd. Venue was rammed. Ministry of Sound.
Well, yeah.
Because Ministry of Sound, they're not there to club and for the music. They're there
Yeah, 'cause
for the
it's a brand.
experience.
'Cause it's Ministry of
Sound.
Brand.
No one was interested in any room.
No.
I was like, because me and David played back to back in Ministry of Sound,
Yeah.
and we were like, what the fuck is going on? And it was like a tourist attraction, not a club.
I went to
Definitely
Ministry for my
that.
30th birthday with my missus at the time and a few other people. We all went to Ministry. I'd never been there. I said, what, get Ministry Sound? We got there. No one really knew why they was there. There was no real clubbers. It was all just tourists and Eastern Europeans and all this stuff. And there was no atmosphere. It was just almost like they'd gone there because, same as I'd gone there because I thought it was something. And there was a lot of people there because I'm at Ministry of Sound.
Yeah.
But actually, there was no atmosphere there.
Like
So,
I said, man, it's for the Instagram reel, innit? That's
Yeah.
why they go there. They just want a picture.
well, this was before like Instagram and everything.
Yeah.
Because it's London and London, it's Ministry of Sound. It's a massive brand, so they just get, a lot of tourists or people just coming because of that.
Go on.
Okay, name the record shop that you practically lived in.
Completely missed 2 questions there. Get your glasses on,
I've got mine in my
dickhead.
pocket as well. I've got mine in my pocket as well.
Do that one, Mickey, and then go back. Oh, yeah, I have, yeah.
Go on, just go.
So what record shop you practically lived in?
I'll do that one. Okay, sure.
Yeah. Okay,
Probably Free Shades. You remember when it was on the corner?
Free Shades, yeah.
Yeah, Free Shades.
Free Shades on the corner.
No,
was that massive?
No. On the corner of.
Massive, that was.
That wasn't massive, was it?
Up the top of New Street.
As you go around that bend.
Yeah,
What was
that
it
would-
called, John?
That,
Something like
that
that?
would have been massive.
I thought that would have been massive.
What was it
Free
called?
Shades was on Needless
Free
Alley.
Shades was Needless Alley. That was
Yeah,
Dan.
yeah,
That
and
was
then you
Martin's
turn right
thing,
at the
wasn't
bottom
it?
of the alley.
Yeah, but wasn't it there first?
I don't know. I've only ever
No.
known it down the alleyway.
I'm getting confused, but that one anyway. Whichever that one was on the corner, I forget what it was called.
Massive.
Was it? It was called something else before that. I'm sure it was.
DJ, you always rated the most.
Can be anyone.
I love an underdog. I do. I love someone that's not necessarily known, that doesn't get that, doesn't get that attention, doesn't get that praise because they're just not in the mix.
So who?
So, but I couldn't name them. But if we're talking someone that's not a bit like Tony DeVee, because he was just, as well as because I knew him, he was just. There are not many DJs. Andy Farley's a close second to Tony. Cole Cox, these people. To actually, as a DJ, because I love to go out and listen to DJs. Like say next week, I'll want to try and catch as many people's sets as I can as a music lover to listen to the sets. And there's something about certain DJs. It's almost like you can't learn it. It's just there or it's not. And I always felt that with Tony and Lucky Andy. It's just something different. Something different.
Okay. So what about a DJ who surprised you when they played live and you were there watching? That can be a new person or a local person or someone who was big who was shit like Mickey thinks Boy George is shit.
Boy George. Do you know I told him I fancied him once? No, I played with Boy George at Mezzanine in Wolverhampton a while back.
fucking class.
No, listen to this.
That's getting clipped.
No,
That's gonna be
Listen.
fucking using a meme.
listen to this, right?
All them Winston
know,
Green,
everywhere,
all them
mate.
Winston Green lads. I knew it.
That
I
clip,
knew it.
I told
Right.
Boy George I fancied him. Not
No,
once. The once is going to be
I
cut
know
out.
what you lot are going to do that. So anyway,
We're going to fuck with you on that
so
one.
in the 80s, right, obviously Boy George was massive. I thought it was a girl. I didn't even acknowledge the boy. It was just a girl pop star. All my cousins fancied him, I thought it was a girl. So then I got to play with him. I was playing, when he was big on the DJ scene. I was DJing before him. And I said to him, he wasn't a very nice person.
Yeah, he's not.
But he was on drugs at the time.
But he's arrogant.
But
no.
he was at the time. He was extremely, because he was going through all sorts. And I said, I used to fancy you in the 80s. I thought you was a girl. He went, just look me up and down. Look me up and down.
I think you do the same now, normal. Imagine
no.
that getting told you look like a bitch.
He was dressed as a woman. He had long hair and makeup on.
He still look like a man.
He did not.
Have you seen the video for the song Karma Chameleon, whatever the fuck it's called?
Karma Chameleon. Yeah, I vaguely remember it.
He looks like a man
He
in
had
that.
a gown on. He had a gown on. I thought it was a woman.
Had a gown on.
So for about a year that went on until my cousin Lorraine said, "You do know that's a boy." I said, "Hence the boy George." I'm like, oh.
Right, so who surprised you live?
Who surprised me live? Is probably one of the guys that wouldn't have been like Alex Schmitz.
Schmitzy.
Schmitz is a great DJ. Will Smith come to me in the back room of Diva when they used to run Diva. He said, "I've got a mate here that wants a DJ out, not played anywhere. Really good DJ." I said, "Okay." I said, "I'll get him on." I hadn't heard him. He gave me a CD. Okay. Didn't listen to it, to be honest. We never did we? We just either booked him or we didn't. I didn't listen to it, but I just thought I'll put him on. If Will said he's good, I'll put him on. If he's not, it'll be him that's,
Some will.
be him that's going to get lynched, not me. So I put him on. Amazing DJ, Alex. Really
nice guy as well.
Lovely
Alex
guy,
is,
really underrated, and a really good DJ. And I think he's one of them DJs that, we've all tried to follow this whole, how to promote yourself on the internet to stay current and do this. And he was never comfortable with that. He was one of them guys who just didn't like to do it. And there's a lot of great DJs out there that are so good, but they just don't like this whole social media thing. Yeah. And I get that, because as you get older, you think, I'd be quite happy just to not have to do any of that. Just, sometimes it's just can't be bothered with it. But yeah, Alex Schmitz, yeah.
Right, sorry to briefly interrupt the show, but I want to tell you about our Patreon. You can join us on patreon.com/the Ranting and Raving pod. Tiers start from as little as £3, where you'll get access to all of our Patreon shows which aren't public, the complete back catalogue. You'll get a load of DJ mixes, and you get early access to the public shows as well. As I said, tiers start from £3, and any support we can get from you lot to keep the lights on here would be greatly appreciated. Now enjoy the rest of the show. Right, one thing about the 90s scene you wish still existed.
Mickey would say good pills.
I know he would.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. Yeah.
He's looking at me like, yeah, I know, I agree.
You have to wonder how good the 90s would have been without that.
That's a good question, actually. Was the 90s so good because everyone was off the fucking nut?
To a certain extent.
Yeah, of course.
Because it was a
shared experience, wasn't it?
No, but if you take the drugs away from it and no one was on... Because let's be fair, it was pills.
Yeah, it wouldn't have been...
It was pills in the 90s.
Well, didn't you hear about... was it Hacienda or somewhere in Manchester? They lost their licence for a week or a couple of weeks for some reason. It might not have been Hacienda, don't quote me on that, but it was a big club that was in Manchester or something. They lost their licence and everyone came out... And something had happened anyway. They couldn't have any drugs in there. They had to be really. The license was being reviewed, so therefore they had to be really careful.
Tight
so they were really tight.
Like,
so everyone was in there. No, none of the dealers was in there. Couldn't get no drugs. And apparently it was a completely different club. Shit, no one was dancing, nothing. So it does beg the question. Obviously, it's going to have a certain element of.
Do you see what I mean? Because everyone's like, our scene was amazing.
I'll be honest, I think it'll be fucking shite without.
Could you imagine going to a 90s club?
Sunday Central with no pills.
Sunday Central. I mean,
I
remember Sunday Central.
I did it once and I lasted 4 hours and then I double dropped.
Well, I did. I went
to catch up.
But that's what I said to you. As good as it was when Felton and Dave and them did the Sunday Central there, I mean, it was amazing. It was rammed. But for me, as someone that that's older now, doesn't get involved in any of that, to go in there and stay there the whole day, that would have been really hard for me. Man. I did my set. I stuck around for about an hour, and then I'd had enough. It was just too much.
I did 3.5 hours, and it was an hour and a half too long.
Yeah.
That's all I did.
Yeah.
So back to the question then.
What was the question? Sorry.
One thing about the 90s scene you wish still existed.
Just the togetherness, really. I think the camaraderie, everyone coming together. And
it's not the togetherness isn't as good. And again, we know the reason behind that.
I don't think
the same reason.
It would be, but I don't think it was just that. I think again, it was a movement, wasn't it? And it was going out was like a thing back then. I don't think nightclubs are like a thing anymore.
Very cliquey when we're Birmingham. We all meet there.
We all meet, and I think it was almost like it was a
Not a bad click.
Everyone was either running from something or trying to find themselves. It was always like a bunch of lost souls finding each other, kind of thing through the music.
Yeah.
You know, that's how I always looked at it, because we was all, I mean, I was escaping something, trying to get somewhere else. And a lot of people were like that at the time. So, you know, just that togetherness, I think, that love, that just that feeling.
Okay, so on the flip side then, can you name one thing about today's scene that's actually better?
I read this question when I put it down a few times, and I can only think of one.
That's actually better.
There's only one thing about today's scene that's better than it was back in the day.
Well, it's not about you. We're asking Chad.
I know what I'm saying. It's a difficult question.
It is a difficult question.
For you, might not, but Chad might know a lot of things.
I'm struggling with it as well, to be honest.
So fuck you.
I think it's a hard one, isn't it?
To give you mine,
So
what
you
think about
think-
it.
Give me yours. Yeah, just give me a minute on it.
There's nothing better
How it's-
today than back in the day. So you're turning into your parents and grandparents now when they say,
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
in my day it was better than this.
No, but if you think about the events that I put on, and I don't hide this, I like to put on like legacy events, because that was my era, and I like to bring those old people back together through the love of that music.
Yeah.
I don't think I've necessarily got a place in
Today's scene.
upfront scene, because I don't
You're
really
not pushing
play
up front
that.
music, are you?
No, I'm not, and I'm not young anymore, and I'm not trying to pursue that. So for me to put an event on like that, I think it would be hard for me to reach that audience. So therefore, I am kind of I do live in the past a little bit, but not in any other way than I love the past, and I love all that. So it's a way of maybe dragging it on, for want of a better word, you know, like just recreating it, getting those people out that don't come out anymore.
Go on then, what was he?
It's easier to get tickets for things now because you can just go and skiddle.
I love that old day where you used to come to Dave's shop and buy a ticket.
Yeah.
A physical ticket. And I used to go around dropping tickets
Yeah,
on.
I just think like
I used to love that.
from a promoter's point of
Paper
view.
tickets,
I used
yeah.
to love that.
Yeah.
Promoter's point of view, it's easier because you know they turn up with a phone, they show you a number, you go, yep, go on then.
Promoting events
You know
is a
what
lot
I mean?
easier this day and age. A lot easier in the sense that, you know, the old days.
You can reach more.
You'd be outside clubs. You'd be,
Yeah,
as we
yeah.
said earlier, handing out flyers. You'd have to.
So we
rely
could
on
say
networking.
that's what's better in today's scene is the structure of promotional and how an event can be organised.
The tech is there, isn't it? It's a
You
lot,
ain't
it's a
gonna
lot
stand in the
easy-
rain, have you?
It's a lot easier to function as a promoter. It's a lot easier to function, but you know, the actual club itself, I don't know. It's hard to say because I'm not a young clubber, am I?
Please take that out of brackets and say that he has to say.
What's that?
No, we're not going to
Come
do this
on.
one because we already touched on it. We already
What
touched
is
on
it?
it. Most diva artists you've ever dealt with.
But he's put in brackets, no
No names
names if he panics. And I said, don't put the brackets in.
I wouldn't throw anyone under the bus like that, but I'm trying to think of someone that. There's been a lot of people through the years. That I've had
Diva.
yeah, there's been quite a few silly things. Like you'd be like, wow.
Are you fucking for real?
Yeah, I
And
mean,
you can't name just one who you think they'll take this as a laugh anyway, and they know they're a diva. Because you don't mean diva in a bad way, but it's caused problems and been a.
I would
an
say
arsehole.
one of the bigger guys. If it was say like your boy George was a nightmare because we booked him years after for Deviate.
Yeah.
He turned up, ketted off his head.
Oh wow.
Oh,
So he apparently I wasn't dealing with him. We had someone dealing with the artist, and he was an absolute nightmare. An
we go.
absolute nightmare.
fucking kind of after party or straight home.
Straight home.
He's been going on
Come
about.
on.
I like to be in bed by 9. I'm not taking late sets, and then I've got that question.
Kebab or chippy after?
Chippy. Kebab or chippy? She's a chippy, isn't it? Kebab.
No,
I mean,
Well,
have a kebab or a chip shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would. For me, it'd be pie and chips probably.
pie and chips. What pie though?
Stinking though.
See, I don't get that.
I grew up on it.
I don't get that.
I don't even eat the meat. You'll have a laugh because me and my mate, when we were young,
That's getting clipped as well.
No,
That's getting clipped as well.
you're gonna clip that.
And that's going to
You're
go
gonna
straight
clip
into
that,
the
boys
boy
with
The
George
Boy George one.
I used to fancy. I told Boy George to fancy him, but I don't eat the meat.
Shit. Yeah. So no, we used to share a pie. I would eat the pastry. You'd have the meat. I shouldn't.
Oh God,
Oh,
fucking hell.
I'm gonna get proper stitched up here, not
Where's the most random place you've ended up after a night out?
It's got to be someone's kitchen who I didn't even know.
That's standard for everybody.
I know. You want that? You want details?
I know the
So
one
half
night-
the time I can't remember. Half
I
the places I ended up.
ended up in someone's fucking flat. Sat in the bath. not full of water, fully clothed in the fucking bath, talking shit
Yeah.
to a stranger for about 3 hours. My mate comes and says, "Whoa, where you been?"
Probably in the bath.
I ended up a lot of places like that, in people's houses. I ended up somewhere in Acox Green. Everyone, there was about 20 people. I didn't know one of them. All my mates had gone somehow. I didn't
But
know
it weird how
anyone
you were
there.
accepted and they thought, "Yeah, you're doing," and it was all cool.
And once I realised, I was like, actually, I don't know anyone here. I wanted the floor to swallow me, and I got out of there in a panic. I remember coming out of somewhere once. I had my starter motor was going in my car, and I had Tony, Andy. I'd been to a stop back somewhere, a load of randoms, and I had them all pushing my car. A lot of them had Tony, Andy Buckley. There was about 6 of us. Richard O'Donnell, own Tintins, was all pushing this old Rover with no starter motor down the road, a small but Queensway. Brilliant. That was a random.
That'd have been a good photo to have, wouldn't it?
Oh, I'd love to, mate. Do you know what? That's a good thing actually with the questions. You know, people say, "Oh, phones, too many phones." I get that. I do get it, but at the same time, I would love to have more photos from back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's about half a dozen photos of me circulating from back in the day.
Well, back in the day, you used to hire a photographer for the.
Well, you had like,
event,
you had Rob or certain people that would do photography, but I'm on about like, say now, with the kids or whatever, they can look back and they can see every moment.
Everything they've done.
Wouldn't you love? I don't know about my mum was useless. We had no camera, when you used to get to the school play and everyone had the video. My mum didn't even have a camera. So there's no pictures of me as a kid. There's nothing.
Yeah,
I would love to. I would love
different
to.
now, isn't it, man?
Got
pictures of your kids, pictures of your dogs,
there's
pictures of your
much.
fucking dinner.
Somewhere in the middle, I would
It's
just love to
everything,
have
innit?
had more pictures and more photos, a bit more content from all them amazing times. Because sometimes you're asking questions like when you're here, and I'm thinking, okay, there's probably so much has happened that I can't even remember.
Yeah.
You just tend to forget. You'd love to just have some
one little photo
yeah.
and tell you all about
Yeah.
it, right? Funniest thing you've seen in a club?
Oh God, it's got to be one of them Sunday Central, hasn't it? The suitcase guy or
Suitcase guy was
something
funny.
like that. They was hilarious.
My favourite one that they did at Sunday Central with, them people who used to have the hiring
Yeah.
was the guy who was dressed as a professor, white cloak and fucking...
Yeah.
He had a PlayStation controller in his hand with a wire going into the guy in front who was a robot. And he was like doing
controlling
this
him.
and he was going...
Oh my, yeah.
Amazing, man.
Some crazy things. in
Absolutely
there.
amazing.
Yeah, something like that. There was always some weirdos.
Okay, final question. Retirement or one more set?
I'm definitely doing one more set. If not a few, I've got a few booked in this year. I'm going to see how this goes. Because you've got to remember, there's different versions of us in life, isn't there? Like, the younger version when we start DJing, you haven't got all of those other responsibilities like, kids, families, whatever. Even though my kids are growing up now, I've got a lot of responsibilities with work and all this sort of stuff. So I'm not that footloose and fancy-free guy that can go out or wants to go out clubbing all night or DJing every weekend. I don't want to do that. I just want to do the odd gig, maybe once a month.
Yeah.
Twice a month tops.
It's one of them,
And
and if I fancy it, I'll do it.
Just enjoy the music. I wouldn't
Yeah.
want it to be back in the day. That's how I earned my money. It was almost like you become a bit of a slave to it because you're trying to pay your bills off DJing, and that is. It's like,
Yeah.
Talking about responsibilities that now at your age, are you a granddad yet?
yes,
You are.
yeah. Well, my partner, her twin daughters have both got kids, so I call them my grandkids as well. Yes.
But
Actual my son is my oldest, my firstborn, 27. None of these have given me a child yet, a grandchild.
do you want
Gay.
one?
But one of yours.
No, do you?
What he's trying to upload his grandkids?
I'm a granddad.
Have you?
He's been a granddad for about 10 years.
Have you really?
11.
Wow.
My eldest grandson's at high school.
Oh wow. See.
And I'm like,
So how does that make you feel? Does it make you feel old?
No, because I don't let them call me granddad.
Don't you? So I love being called granddad.
what do they call you?
They've only just started doing it. I wouldn't let it. He was about 10.
What the fuck were they calling you?
They weren't allowed to call me granddad. I'm Nicky.
Mickey. Oh. Really?
Yeah.
I love it.
I didn't want to feel old. I had
Do
my
you want
daughter
grandkids?
when I was...
Yes. Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah. Well, as I say, I class myself as having grandkids because those are lovely kids, and these lot have grown up now, and there was a massive void in my life.
Yeah, don't be having kids till you're about 30.
The thing is, when he was born, so he was born 1999, so I was in the thick of it, and that was just when things were going. I could have gone sort of right up to the next level, and I had to stop because I had Louis.
Yeah.
I had to stop it all. I had to stop all the DJing.
Yeah.
Because with the DJing came other stuff.
Yep.
And I didn't want to be a
I
part
hope
of
you're
that.
fucking happy with yourself. You ruined his
It
career.
ruined my career.
You ruined his career, and then you sat there chilling.
Yeah, I know. So yes, I've had this conversation with him before. So you don't realise what I've given up on you. So yeah, so I did.
I never asked to be born.
By the time he was growing up, like the ship, you know, the international ship had sailed, so it became more of a local thing then.
Yeah.
You know, so but I didn't care because having kids was my life, and now that they're grown up, there's this massive void. You know, you have kids, they're young, you're taking them out, you're doing this. All of a sudden, they're growing up. You're like, okay, what now? Let's have more at the weekend.
That's
we do this, we do
my
that.
fear. I mean, because my two daughters live in Swansea, and I was in the army.
Yeah.
So I've kind of never really been involved in their life as much as I should.
Okay.
It's like one regrets, and they keep saying to me, "Don't be silly. You've been a great dad. You're always there for us. You always come and see us and everything else." But I'm really quite close to my son, and I think I compensate for my son what I've missed with my daughters.
Yeah, which is
And what's
understandable.
worrying me is when he starts growing up into whatever else, he's going to fade away from me,
Yeah,
and then I feel like I've got no one.
it doesn't. They don't fade away, but obviously they get their own lives, don't they? Because
of course
they
they do.
start to do their own thing, and all of a sudden it's called empty nest syndrome. I actually looked it up because I thought, what is this feeling? I was just wandering around my house.
petrified,
Where's the
I am.
kids?
I'm petrified.
It's called empty nest syndrome. One minute you've got them all, you're taking them out, you're doing stuff. Now, because they're all different ages, trying to get them all together to do something.
Difficult,
Maybe
isn't it?
Father's Day, I'll get them all together.
yeah.
Other than that, it's really hard. So I see them all. I've got a good relationship with all my kids, but we do things
Separately, yeah.
I miss that togetherness with us all, you know, them as kids and taking them out and doing whatever. So you have this massive void. I think grandkids feel that.
Well, I'm trying to convince my kids not to have my
Why?
eldest daughter.
Been trying your hardest, didn't you?
No, because we was on the show. My daughter came on at Christmas because she comes up and sees me, and I'll go down and see her. And she was up, and I said, "Look, we've got to go on the podcast, so you can either wait at home for me or come on."
Yeah.
And Mickey said, "Get her on."
Oh, I should have got her on. Yeah.
She did. She come on.
Did she?
So it was a good podcast. And then the one thing that does my head in with my kids is they call me Wayne sometimes,
Yeah.
and I lose my shit
What? Oh, is that
because
dad?
I'm the fucking dad. I'm not Wayne.
Yeah.
My name's not Wayne. Don't call me Wayne. I'm Dad. And he went, "Think yourself lucky because she could make your name be Grandad." Well, I had a fucking meltdown in his chair.
It's
And I
some
was, like,
people do.
I was like, you wouldn't do that to me, would you? And to be honest, she wants to live a life. My other daughter wants to live her life, get themselves settled. So I reckon in that, I think I've got about 2 or 3 years before I'm going to be a granddad.
I think.
Scares the shit out of me.
Oh, see, it doesn't mean.
Do you know why?
Because it's just filling that void.
It's
for
different for me, mate. They're in Swansea.
Me. Yeah.
I can't pop round.
Oh.
I can't pop like.
So is it because you would feel like almost like
You're missing out
you're
again.
missing out
I'm not
because you
there.
can't be
I'm-
there as
I'm
much
not
as
their
you would
granddad.
want to be. So
Yeah.
you're almost going through it all again.
Yeah.
Missing
You know,
it,
right.
So the whole head fuck that I've had, and don't get me wrong, I was no angel with their mom and them. I could have done a lot more when I moved away and all the rest of it. And I'm still fighting them demons and still trying. And they're like, "Dad, it was a long time ago. We're really close and everything."
Yeah.
And I just think when it comes to the grandchild, I can't be there as a granddad, as a granddad should.
No, I get that. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like I said, nothing. My oldest was up here a couple of weeks ago. We went to because I'm a big country fan. We went to a club.
I
in,
love country.
went to a club in Tamworth. We were dressed up as cowboys
Is
and
that?
stuff. Yeah, it was fucking class. She come up for it, and she's on about she wants to leave Swansea and move somewhere else. And I was saying I'd love her. I'd love nothing more than for them to move. She's like, "I'm not moving up here. You're mad."
Would you not think about moving there? You just got too much going on.
I've got businesses up here and I've got a job up here, so it wouldn't make sense for me to move out. And of course, then I've got my 15-year-old son, so I'm leaving him. So I'm
true.
fucked.
Yeah, so you couldn't win either
Because he's
way.
from Wolverhampton,
So yeah.
so I'm fucked. So I think the fear with me is I can't give what I need to
you can't.
give,
Yeah, I get it.
and I feel like I'm not going to be involved in their life. And that
Which will
fucks
break your heart again, man. It's like going through it all again.
Yeah. So
Yeah, no, I get it completely.
anyway,
Let's
do some getting the fucking.
That was
bins.
turned into therapy then.
Yeah, thanks, Sam. Needed that.
I need to roll
fucking
like
therapy camps that was, man. I was like, okay.
honestly.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
Mickey's been a granddad for 11 years. Imagine that.
Oh mate, I know it's a cliche, but you
been a
honestly don't
granddad
look
for
old
3
enough.
years.
How old are you, Mickey? Sorry,
Been a granddad for 11
No,
years.
3.
A
I
granddad.
only allowed him to start telling me 3 years ago.
Oh, technically 3.
Mickey, yeah, that's me.
As if you're getting
Yeah,
your
I was-
grandkids to call you Mickey.
They'd be like,
That's your sister,
"Who
man.
is
I
that?
wouldn't
Who's
let
that?"
him call it, man.
They'd be like, "Who's that Mickey
no,
bloke?"
that's not me.
you should have made up another word like bamper or something.
No, I would
Someone
just
just
wouldn't allow
sounds a
it.
little bit like granddad or a little bit Endearing rather than
I wouldn't
Mickey.
allow it until I was
Mickey.
at least in my 40s.
Some people are
It's
like
like,
that.
I shouldn't be a granddad in my 30s.
My daughter's mom's mom. So my daughter's nan, she was the same when she was born. She's 22 now. And the first thing she said when my then partner said I'm pregnant with like my daughter, she said, "Don't call me. I don't want to be a grandma.
I'm not a nan."
So don't tell her not to call me. I'm like, why? I welcome that idea.
See, I had my daughter when I was 16 and she had her first when she was 18.
There you go. History repeating itself.
I was 33, 32, 33 when he was born, and I'm like,
Wow.
no,
What?
not for me, man. Anyway,
For that age though, that's
moving on.
Get in the bin, get in the bin, get in the pussy clot bin, get in the bin, in the blood clot bin.
Right, Chad, this section's called Get in the Bin, and it's basically people have written telling us what they'd like to chuck in the bin.
Okay.
Anything from society
you know what get in the bin is?
pisses them off.
Get in the bin and get rid of it.
Yeah, bullshit stuff
Yeah.
that shouldn't be in society.
Okay.
Right, so Donna Connell in Rally Regis, tailgating while driving. Well, I think that's an obvious one, really. It's dangerous, isn't it?
Does it bother you?
I don't really think about it. As long as it's not affecting me.
And what if it is affecting you?
Then I'm pissed off, yeah.
But how's it
Yeah.
affecting you though?
What do you mean in general?
Do you tailgate or someone tailgating you?
Someone tailgating you.
I don't give a fuck.
I'm not. If they're tailgating me, I don't. Look,
No one tailgates me anyway.
Unless
Yeah, no one can catch you.
unless
That's
it's
all.
right on. unless it affects me, I don't really care. You know, every day when you're out and about, you see people bibbing at people for no reason.
Oh, yeah.
Road rage. I can't stand what to say to you. I can't stand people that bib. Sometimes people will cut me up. I don't even bother bibbing them. So I think, what's the point? If I bib you, what's that gonna do? You've done it already.
Yeah, it's
You've
going
already
to
fucking-
piss him off, and then you might end up having a scrap
It's not
on the
even
side
that.
of the
It's just
fucking
it's done.
A5.
It was already gone. He's gone down the road and you bib. It's like I just don't get it.
I understand it from a dangerous driving point of view, but
Yeah.
what are we saying?
Well, that's
I'm not bothered.
we can bin it.
I say,
You had the deciding factor on that.
Did I? Oh, was it supposed to be Mickey's choice?
No, so we'd decide the three of us,
okay,
and you need
okay.
2 votes out
Oh,
of 3.
right, okay.
And
Okay, so
I was
I've
on the
been- so you was
fence.
on
If
the
you'd have
fence.
gone no, then it would have been, I'd have aligned with you.
Oh, okay. Got you. Okay.
okay, Will O'Neill in Darliston.
Willow.
Will O'Neill.
Oh, Will.
O'Neill.
William-
William corrected him there.
William.
On-
William O'Neill.
William O'Neill.
Willow.
Willow him
Will
from,
O'Neill?
from the 80s film. I used to get told I look like him from Willow. I did.
The dwarf.
Yeah,
The little.
Willow. Remember
What's
Willow?
his name?
Right, if you,
Fucking
if
Warwick
you,
Davis.
Warwick Davis in Willow. If you Google Willow now, they used to say to me, "You look like Willow."
Wow.
It was either him or Shrek.
I was Shrek.
Was yeah.
Warwick Davis.
Warwick Davis.
What the fuck?
I did love Ewoks, though. To be fair,
Have you got any idea the clips we can take from this?
Oh,
This
you
is going to
carry on,
be
mate,
fucking
you carry
brilliant.
Well, anyway, Will O'Neill.
Will O'Neill.
Strangers who strike unwanted conversations with you.
What?
Yeah, that does my head. I don't like small
Yeah.
talk. You know, like say you're being Greg's and someone stand behind you, go, "Oh, I've seen the price of them sausage rolls." Like, just don't even know. Just start talking to you. No,
No.
Just leave me
don't
alone. It
happen
used
to
to
me.
bothers me
always
more.
happens to me. And they ask anyone will tell
Must
you.
mistake
People,
you for Warwick.
No, yeah, it would be like, have you you were great in Star Wars.
Well, look what you did with Idiots Abroad
We
with
love
Carl
your game
Pilkington.
show. Yeah, so
It
yeah.
used to bother me more, when I used to be on public transport and I had headphones on. I'm obviously listening to something.
What and they actually
I've
do
got
that.
headphones on because I don't want to talk to anybody.
Yeah,
Well,
and then
why-
what-
Why would you
what
talk
they-
to
Why
a
are you trying to-
stranger
why are you
anyway?
trying to
What have
get
you got
my
to
attention?
say?
I don't know.
Sometimes people do. Honestly,
People like to
I
talk
always
to
get
people,
people
don't they?
come up to me and just start speaking about.
But
random
but
things.
do they know who you are?
I had someone sit. Did they know you?
But they no. But don't get me
No.
wrong. I've had people to me, all right, wait, now you're doing.
Yeah.
Then I'm like respectful
Yeah,
and grateful.
Oh, that's different. Say if it's someone from that point of view, then you're like, "How you doing? You're all right."
Even if you don't know them.
I'm never rude to anyone like that. But I'm just saying, like random conversations.
Yeah,
You'll just
sometimes
be
you just-
somewhere, and so I was in Mackey's once in Stafford, and some woman just came and the place was empty. She
Sat with
came
you.
and sat with me. She said, "Do you mind if I sit here?" I said, "No." What? I did, but I said no because I thought I'm
you're
not going to be
British.
horrible. But she sat, yes, I was too polite. She sat there, had some food, and then she went to the toilet, and as soon as she went to the toilet, I was gone. I took my food, put it back in the bag, and I was in the car. I was
But
gone.
I've had a conversation with a stranger for no reason. Well, it weren't for no reason. We were coming through customs with suitcases full of
Yeah.
bags,
I don't think that was for no reason.
and I started talking to the old woman. Oh, buddy, Cole, bring me
Oh
back
yeah,
here.
that's nerves, isn't it? Oh, love. Just tell him you pat this case.
I said to Ethan, "You fucking carry that one and walk with that old man."
That's nerves.
And
though,
I'm going to talk
sometimes.
to this old woman with his suitcase. We must have had about fucking 50, sleeves of fags.
Oh, but don't you think it's interesting? Have you ever had one of them random ones where, say, you'll be somewhere and there's nerves going on for some other reason, and you just start talking shit to someone, or you be at Asda, you be putting your stuff through, and you always feel the need to say the same thing. Yeah, but them look nice, when you're putting them through.
Yeah.
Just random stuff.
Or if you're getting a taxi, time you on
Used to time you on till, and is it busy tonight?
But based on the concept and thought of a stranger talking with me for no reason, that's a get in the bin.
Yeah, just leave me alone.
It doesn't bother me,
especially if I got headphones on.
Yeah,
fucking. There's a reason I got headphones on. I don't want to talk to people. I'm listening to something. Leave me alone.
Well, I don't even need to get involved. You two have done this one anyway, so I don't even. It's all done.
Bin the fucker. Right, Dave Thompson in Warsaw. People who leave empty ice cube trays in the freezer.
Well, that's childish.
Not bothered.
That's childish. That's not.
It's not. I'm not bothered. I've got fish fingers from the 80s in my freezer. Honestly, I'm not bothered.
Still got some bird's
Don't
eye
tell me. I
fingers.
guarantee you, honestly,
crispy
old
pancakes.
school fingers. From
Still
old
got some
school
crispy
fish fingers. Everyone has got something in their freezer.
Still got the cheese
for now
years ago, and you push to the back and you put new stuff in front of it, and you never get it.
Still got the cheese and bean ones that they discontinued in the 90s.
Yeah, that's my freezer.
How long can it stay frozen before it's got to be eaten?
Forever.
I think there's some stuff that it is you can just leave it there, but they give a
So if it's
sell-by date on them, don't
say
they?
if it's chicken thighs or breast, that'll last forever. But if it's chicken thighs or breast marinated, that's got to have some
Oh,
expiry
so if
date.
it's like a
I'd imagine,
sauce,
yeah.
maybe. But I think if it's frozen, technically, it's not doing anything. It's
dead. It's just
nothing
stopped
happening.
It's dead.
Well,
No,
they
it's
can-
fucking dead anyway.
It's dead
They
before
can
you put it in
freeze
the
your
freezer.
jizz, don't they? You know,
Whereas
like if you
before you put it in the freezer, it was alive.
if you got problems, you know, like testicular cancer thing or something, they can freeze your jizz for years, can't they?
I
What's the
don't. I
difference?
personally don't think. I mean, I wouldn't know whether I'd eat some of the stuff from the back of my freezer now, but
As long as it's not jizz.
yeah, I don't know jizz in the freezer. It's a strange one, him.
But I don't think having empty ice cube trays is a problem.
It is when you want a fucking drink and you
Oh,
want some
no,
ice
hold on
cubes
a
in
minute,
there.
right? Because
you've got to wait 4 hours to
I
get
don't
one
know
then.
anyone that's got an ice cube tray since my auntie Pat way back in the
You
day.
buy bags of ice cubes now.
Yeah,
don't
we-
you?
I don't know.
just buy it
who-
now,
you on
yeah.
about them old ones?
Yeah.
Who's got one of them anymore?
We just buy them now. We buy a bag of ice and just chuck it at the back of the fucking
Or,
fridge.
I'm not putting that in
or
the
you just get a knife and jag a bit off where you were supposed to defrost the freezer
Yeah,
into your glass.
smash that in.
Yeah.
Dave Thompson, then that one's not going
No.
in. Liam Fletcher, Stoke-on-Trent, fitted bed sheets that pop off every time you move on the bed.
I had this yesterday.
Go on.
I had this. That's it. 100% get.
You're on about the ones
that's
that
a
bend
good-
over the
You
corners.
know when you put it over and you
So
think,
did you
yes,
sit on it?
that one,
Oh, yeah.
that one,
Boing,
and then as you
boing,
get to
boing,
this
yeah.
one, that fucker pops off.
Yeah.
And,
When- yeah.
And it rolls
I got
over your
fucking
foot.
done in. I've got a double-sized bed with a fucking double quilt. I brought a double bed sheet. Don't fit.
Don't fit. Well, they make it so it almost like you got to stretch it, but it
No,
doesn't
because
quite
I put
stretch
it on, it kind of like, poof, I'm like puffed in the middle,
No.
and I could push the fucking thing down. How's that work? They're in the fucking bin.
I've never had that one, but yeah, I get it with the corners all the time. All the time.
Yeah. Normally, it's on mine. It's the one at the bottom of the bed.
How do you know? You've never fucking done it in your life.
What, the corner
What, made the
popping off
bed?
the sheet?
Never
So
made
my
the bed.
sister does the bed, not
Yeah,
you.
but I'm saying when I wake up in the morning, sometimes that corner's popped and it's all wrapped around my fucking foot, and I feel like, you know, I'm being held hostage. Fucking sheet wrapped around me.
That's not what we're talking about.
What do you
I've
mean?
lost track. I've
What
lost
about
track.
fitted sheets, am I?
Fitted sheets.
Oh, yeah.
But
Anyway.
there are different kinds of fitted sheets. You were talking about the ones that go over. There's ones that just tuck under as well, like they use in the hotels.
Yeah, they're terrible.
They fold them like that, even
Yeah,
worse.
they're terrible. I don't like. I have to be a fitted sheet on mine.
Well, if it pops off on the corners, he's obviously talking about the elastic
Mine's
ones, isn't it?
getting
Yeah.
the fucking bin 100%. I had this yesterday. Driving me fucking mad.
I just read the next question and started checking first. Dirt visible under someone's fingernails.
Oh,
That's from Emily Hargreaves in Nottingham.
they could probably
It
do the
depends.
cut, but there's definitely no dirt.
Depends
under
what they
there.
do for a living as well, innit?
Of course
Really?
it does. Some people got like dirty hands all the time because of what they
In
do.
mechanics and
Yeah.
building
Right, but
sites
again,
and stuff.
it's like, I mean,
But everybody has a bit of dirt. 'cause it's,
Right, here's
you
the
know,
thing. You
scratch
say,
your arm.
I went down to the garage
Bit of dirty
not
skin.
long back and I popped in. I said, right, can you just have a quick look at this? The guy, he's in there. He's got dirty hands, right? Gets in my car, steering wheel. I got in the car. You know what I'm like with wipes. Got in the car, got the blue wipes. Wiped my steering wheel. It was black.
yeah.
It was black. I know that's not the question, but that's really dumb heading.
But again, it's like, if we're out and about doing stuff, what we're meant to do, like get keys and start cleaning, and it's going to happen.
Does anyone still have a scrubbing brush? Do you remember the old
Make
the
scrubbing
nail
brushes?
brush.
Yeah, in your bathroom.
Yeah.
I've got
Every
a
time I have a shower, man, I do my nails.
I have got a bath bridge. Do you remember the old 80s bath bridge?
Yeah,
I've got one of them.
Over the bath. Like,
People still laugh. Do you know people laugh at me for having a bath?
candles on and that.
It's like, who has a bath anymore? So I only have a bath.
Mate,
I've got a shower.
I
but I only
love
have a
I
bath.
am
do.
bath mad. I
That's
said
it.
to my uncle Daz and Jane, right? Because they need a new shower and stuff. I said, I will pay
Yeah.
to have a new bigger bath fitted, new shower. I'll pay for the whole thing so I can come around and have a bath. Because where I live, obviously, a shower and it does me in. So when I actually buy the house, I'm having the whole bathroom ripped out and a bath.
Put a
with
big
it.
bath in
I'm a
there,
bath
you can't-
fan.
Yeah, same.
Lie, relax, and fucking like, oh, you're in your own dirt.
And that's what people say, but that's hold on a
go on
minute.
Etsy.
You
There's-
can't be that. If you're that dirty, there's a serious
Exactly,
problem.
yeah.
I'm not that dirty that I sit in my own
They
dirt.
sell them bath bridges. People do them on Etsy, like custom made ones.
Do they?
And you can have a fucking bit for your phone to go on, so you can
Oh, I've seen. Yeah.
put your drink
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
here, and you have this little bit cut out
Mine's
for your
like a
pint,
wooden
and
one, but you can
phone
like little
goes there, and it
sections.
lays
It's
across.
become a
so you can just
dumping
sit
ground.
in
I've got
it.
all sorts on there.
Nothing better than watching the telly.
Do you like a
in the
bath
bath.
bomb?
I do now and then. I do treat
Bit
myself
of
to a bath
Radox.
bomb.
Radox
I love the
salts.
old school boxer Radox.
Salts,
you know,
yeah,
the
not
blue
the
one.
fucking liquid.
Whole box in one go.
Oh, fucking hell. Do you know what I
Yeah,
did the
fucking
once?
salt on your ass crack.
No,
then,
it's,
now.
like, it's like the Riviera. You know, you look at the back, you're
Yeah.
like,
So
oh.
where was I? I used to live in a farm up north
Yeah.
before I come back, and I went and brought some. I had an amazing fucking old house. Fucking, it weren't the baths. Is it cast iron bath?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
they are.
Yeah,
really
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
amazing
Yeah,
bath.
yeah, yeah. Like
Turn the
deep.
tap on. Oh, fucking that's gonna fill quick.
Yeah.
And I saw these bath salts, and I thought, there's no instructions on how much to put in. So I put half a bag in. I thought, fucking sound. Shut the door, went off, got ready, come back in. Fucking hell. The menthol. My eye, I was going, fucking hell. My fucking eyes. I got in. My skin turned cold. I was going, fuck, what the fuck?
I
Couldn't
like
see.
tea tree and all that stuff in them. I
Fuck
don't like
me
them
up.
ones. I just have the old school Raid, not the Radox that pours, but
Yeah,
the
the
old, like my dad
salts.
used to have when he come in from work. He put the
Proper.
tub of Radox. We had one box of Radox through the whole of the 80s. I swear, all we had in our bathroom
Still
shelf
there.
was a box of Radox, one of them matey shampoo things.
Matey. Remember
One of
that?
them.
Bubble bath that was.
Imperial leather soap with a sticker half hanging off.
Yeah.
That's all that was in our
Cousins.
bathroom. Cousins
Cousins.
Imperial leather. If you were lucky, you got a bit of Imperial leather on Sunday night before school.
That much of the soap and you're still
and
fucking
I used to say,
using
Mum,
it.
can you put a bit of Radox in? There would literally be like a couple of crumbs. You must have been putting 2 crumbs in the top. That was there. That was there for 10 years. I put the whole box in one go. I love it. So yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
No, that's I don't think dirt.
I
'cause
think
it's-
if you're going for a meal, you've got to make a fucking extra effort to get it cleaned.
But don't get me wrong. If you're gonna finger someone,
You need your fucking nails cleaning.
I
don't
can
you?
get if she's like, well, I'm about to be fingered.
Yeah, sort
in
your
a bus
fucking nails
stop.
out.
Then, you know, the best thing to do is keep a biro pen on you because they're really good for this. So then you set the lid off the biro pen and you can just scrape under and get all the dirt straight away. Put it back on the pen.
And you just got biro instead.
There's a tip for Emily.
There you go.
And then when you get fingered, you're all right, innit?
There you go.
Right, one from me then.
But
So are we not putting those in the bin though?
no,
No.
no, it's not.
Each to their own.
If you're a smackhead and you've got fucking yellow fucking fag stained fingers and dirty fingernails, then yeah. But just general bit of fucking dirt on your nails, it's not a problem. She probably don't even know she's
Side
got
of a
dirty
hard
fucking.
day's work.
Sorry,
and
Emily.
Hang on.
That
How
one ain't
does
going
she
in.
know whether she's got dirty fingernails? Because she's got big fucking extension things on with lacquer and paste
She
and
hasn't
gel
even
and
got her own
jewels.
nails on. So
There you go.
You know.
So how does she know? She might have fucking
Exactly.
mang.
who's she to judge?
Right, one from me. Parents who describe their baby's age in months.
Oh, 36 months old.
It's fucking 3.
3. It takes me a while to get me. Hold on, 3. Yeah, that definitely goes in. Is that going? It's going in the bin. The good thing. Or the
How
bad
old's
thing?
your lad?
Get in the bin. I mean.
He's 16 months.
16
so
months
he's
and
1.
37 days.
So he's 1. He's 1.
Or they'll be like 1 3/4 or 1 and nearly 1.5.
So he's 1.
He's one.
He's 1. My mum does this, right?
35 months, so
My
he's
mum will
nearly
always
3.
put the next year on my birthday. So she'll say, oh, you're 50 now. I'm like, Mum, I'm 49. She'll say, well, you're 50 this year. I'm not there
Not
yet.
there yet.
At the minute, I'm 49. I'm not now. I'm 50 now. But every year, she would put that next year on. Every single year. Like, Mum, when we get to that, then you call me that age. But as soon as we get to that, then it's the next one. So she was typical. She was like that.
What we saying then?
I'm all for putting that in.
Yeah, stick it in.
Yeah. Parents is 3, not 36 months. Start using proper numbers. Wayne, do you want to? In fact, now, do you want anything you want to plug, mate, before we finish up?
Everything and anything you can.
Anything you want.
I've already mentioned the record label, haven't I?
Facebook page, Groovedigital.
Right, so if you've mentioned the
promotion,
I've mentioned the label, so that's coming back in the summer.
But where can they find it?
So that'll be on all the
All
good
platforms.
download sites. So your Beatport.
But you've not got your own platform.
What do you mean? Just sell the music.
So you've not got your own Instagram or
website?
website?
Not for the label. No, I've got nothing for the label, and that sounds really awful. But everything. The last time we had that label active was like a good 19, 20 years ago. So there's no pages to talk through, but they can find it through my page, which is just search Chad Lewis. But it will be available through all of the main sites like Beatport and all those sort of things.
And name it one more time.
Groovedigital Records
On Beatport and any major music
yeah.
outlet.
Yeah.
Okay, so keep your eye out for
But if
that.
they search on my page, it'll all be on there.
It'll be on you.
Is your page open or private?
It's open when I share things public, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And I tend to share anything that I share to do with,
Yeah.
promoting something. I'll
That
just make
goes
it
that
public
way, yeah.
so anyone can see it.
Okay, so that's your record label. What else?
So I've got the event on, the Nostalgic Years, in June the 13th at the Tunnel Club, Subway City, as we like to call it. So that's like a step back in time to the Subway days.
Mm-hmm.
So we're doing 2/3 rooms with that one. So tickets are available for that one now. Again, have a look on Skiddle and you'll find them.
Music scene?
Music, a little bit of everything, a little bit of hard house, bit of trance, anything that was relevant at the time. Subway, trance, hard house, pumping house, bit of everything, deep tech.
Deep tech.
Bit of everything, bit of everything.
Blood clot wrong with you.
Oh my God.
So okay, so you've got your record label, your night, anything
So
else?
the nights, yes, I've got another brand called We Are Social. I've got an event on August the 8th.
Okay.
And that's at the Rainbow in Digbeth. And the full lineup goes live tonight, actually, for that one. And tickets are on Skiddle for that one as well.
What's the music type for
That's
that?
more upstairs house music, vocal house, downstairs bassline, Birmingham house.
Nice.
Sort of stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll actually get you guys on the next one.
There we go.
I'm not going to hold you to that.
No, I would. I'd love to get you both on. No, I know you both actually like still active and
I
doing
don't
your
just
thing.
play bassline and stuff. I play all house and tech and all sorts.
But what I've seen, it's imagine how you view yourself. It's the same as how people view me. I've had this conversation with people that say, "Oh, I'm like, I don't even play that anymore," and they'll be like, "What you do?" I'm like, "No, don't tell me what I play. I know what I play. I'm the one playing it." But it's how people view you. I just thought you were
Yeah,
like
no, I
baseline
got
and
booked,
I know Mickey's because of his label, and I was speaking to Dave Lavender, and
I've played for Victoria Warehouse and Pier Jam and all that as
Yeah.
well. And that's not bassline.
No, it's not.
So, I'm very...
I'm definitely getting you guys on. Definitely 100%. I'd love you guys to come and play.
Sweet.
I would.
And so what about your... Do you want to advertise your actual business as well in case there's whatever out there?
I can, but the thing is, the reason I don't push that online is because it's business to business, isn't it? It's most of the people on my page. It's not. This
isn't your page, though.
No.
This could you might find people that we could use Chad's services. It's up to you. You ain't got to.
No, 100%. It's called We Are Eventful, and we basically specialise in outdoor advertisement campaigns for big festivals, expeditions, all sorts of expos, all sorts of stuff like that. So yeah, that's all. Just search us on Facebook or Instagram or whatever.
So I think the best thing to do is to search direct into your profile.
If you search on mine, you'll find everything. It's all on there. Yeah, everything's on my page.
Okay. Anything?
No? Then do you want to do your show sponsor?
Right, I'll tell you what though, Mickey, can we have a sub-sponsor on the show? Because we've been contacted by another company, but I've said because we've got Asset Insights as like a long-term, I'm not sure where we can have two, so I'll talk to you about it, ready for the next one.
We can. But you'll have to go in 2 separate ads. Just do the Asset Insights one. And
Okay, so today's sponsor is Asset Insights. If you're into crypto markets, trading, anything like that, go and check them out. I do believe they've got a big project coming up to deal with probability markets and DCAing, if you understand what that means. You can check them out on YouTube. It's Asset Insights _YT. On X, it's Asset Insights _X. And on Instagram, it's Asset Insights _IG. Just because you hear the word crypto doesn't mean it's dodgy, doesn't mean it's boring. Go have a look, drop a message, check them out. It's good investment for your future. Right. For those of you on Spotify then who are listening but fancy giving us a watch, if you want to see how beautiful Chad is, and what 50-year-old men do not look like, because he does not look 50.
Oh, thank you.
You can grab us on YouTube, obviously, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. We're still not on X, are we?
No,
I don't think we're going to go to X, are we?
I don't think so. at
I'm
this
not on
point,
X,
no.
It's not X, mate. I'm on X, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about it.
I couldn't get my head around it.
It's incredible. Just type in the Ranting and Raving pod, and obviously you can get hold of us with any questions, queries, any suggestions. And if you want to get hold of Chad and you can't find him, whatever, for whatever reason, you can drop us a message. We'll talk to him on your behalf. But of course, if you want to help the show even more, which is very, very important to us, you can also then sign up for
The Patreon, which is www.patreon.com/the Ranting and Raving pod. Over there, we do shows that don't go public. They're a little bit naughtier than these ones. I suggest watching episode 6. That's funny as fuck. Wayne and his sexual statements. I'll grass you up, mate, before we even get there. And one of the topics on there was Britain's 5 worst parents. So you can imagine where that went. Get over on Patreon. Tiers start from £3 a month. You also get a load of DJ mixes and you get the public shows early. Anything else you want to add, Wayne?
Is it free?
What?
You ain't told how much it is?
I just said £3 a month. Tiers start from £3 a month.
And I think that's it. We're coming closer to our 50th show soon.
Wow, is it 50 shows?
Coming up to
44th, this one, I think.
How long has this been going now then? Is that like
about 40 weeks.
Do you do one every week?
It's one a
once
week, yeah,
So
so,
it's 50 weeks.
yeah.
Wow.
We actually said, like, you know, we're not even going to start even looking at this as until we hit 100.
Who was your first guest?
Lefty.
Lefty.
Yeah. Spectrum disorder.
Wow.
So on that note, I want to say a massive thank you to Chad for coming in.
Thank you for having
Thank
me.
you very
Nice
much,
for him to
Chad.
remember. I've been booked 3 times.
We'll see. It turned out it was 3 times, and now it's going to be 4.
I've only known him 15 years or whatever. One every 5 years. And you got anything to say to him?
Just thanks for coming on, man, and giving us your time.
I loved it.
Some
Thank you for
interesting
having me.
stories there, man.
I appreciate it. Appreciate every man.
Okay.
Yep.
You stay tuned. No, just joking. We're off. See you later.
Bye, driver.
Bye, driver!